How's it going? It's Atelier here, and welcome back to another Linkura stream. So, today I don't know what. Oh my god, I forgot to turn off the drops enabled one. Get that out of here! Get that tag out of here! It's completely irrelevant. I guess in Genshin, did that, but then I forgot. I forgot the automatic does that. No, there are no drops. There are no drops. Anyways, let's get back to the real quick. Right, so there's gonna be the wood meet's coming up pretty soon, so I want to go deal with that also. But if you're aware from my past exploits, is that on Twitter I've mentioned just how I've been totally wrecked by Gacha and everything. I desperately wanted a Kosukaho and then I didn't get it. I tried doing a temple here, I didn't get any Banduri stuff. And then we got this Winter 4 and Saika birthday banners here, so we'll also cover all of those as well. But yeah, after that I think would be just in time for the wood meets too, so either way, let's go ahead and check the banners here. So we got the Winter 4 with Seribu here, we got Sayoshigure. Sayoshigure is kind of referring to that event of a short period of rain during the winter seasons. Yeah, it's very specific in terms of this one here. I'm guessing that's why they also did this too. But it's actually the first time Seribu actually uses English characters, obviously, out the alphabets to actually write their song names. Usually they use kanji, so this is actually a very interesting approach to it. So yeah. And even on the special skill too, they use the katakana instead of the actual kanji for it, so it's very interesting. So first up we have Ginko-chan here, so obviously we'll look at school stage side first. Both sides here are 4 AP, so let's look at special appeal first. Special appeal, you'll gain one umbrella card into your reserve pile. Then in addition, for each of them respectively for 10 times for the Seribu members, and the dress cards, whenever you use them, the skill heart effects will be amplified by 75%. So there's a little bit of a short burst, I suppose, to get things started, but here's the umbrella card, the Kasan card. So what this does is that it causes your hand to reshuffle, so pretty standard there. And in addition to the next voltage gain effect, increase it by 17%. And for every 15 levels of your voltage, you'll amplify up to 200 times at level 150 of the effect here. So what this means is that at level 15 of your voltage points, you'll get 17% boost, or rather you'll have 17% boost at the beginning, but it will be amplified to 3,400% at the level 150 mark. So this is sort of a juggernaut sort of approach, a snowball effect here. So the more higher level, the more better your buffs are. It's kind of introduced already from Yukimao already, so yeah, this sort of build-up effect to it. So yeah, it kind of aligns with the Seribu sort of approach for most of its deck meta, I suppose. Because Seribu tends to be the unit where you get progressive buffs that last throughout the stage. And I suppose there's one of those cases here, but it's more on the Volt side of things, which Seribu tend to be weak on a lot of times. So this is a good way to balance that if you are maining Seribu. Now onto the ability itself here, whenever you draw this umbrella card, gain 8 beat hearts worth of skill hearts, pretty weak, but for every 15 voltage points, you'll amplify this effect by up to 20 times. So meaning you will get 160 beat hearts worth of skill hearts. I note that there will be the extra skill heart gain effects that you'll be amplifying together with this. So that doesn't mean that, oh, you're only getting 8 beat hearts worth of skill hearts, nor Aurora Flowers 21 beat hearts worth of skill hearts, right, for 9 times. That sounds weak, but in the case of this one here, you will get more hearts based on how much you amplify it. So it depends on how well you amplify that, and you'll get these effects here. Now on the follow-up here, if you have this card on your hand and you receive 40,000 hearts, you'll gain 1,000 beat hearts worth of skill hearts. So this kind of makes it to the recent meta where you return back to the whole shuffle meta, But every time you reshuffle and collect hearts, this pulses again and gives you another pulse of hearts. So this is also why like that very high-end Linkura players can do whatever deck they can there, which is that they reshuffle, and whenever they reshuffle, they'll get beat hearts, or they'll get skill hearts, and whenever they get skill hearts, these like secondary effects add on to that. So every time they reshuffle, they get multiple skill hearts basically. And then they also have cards that continue to reshuffle, so they shuffle again, and you get another pulse. So one simple card move could have mean like at least like 4 pulses at least of beat hearts. So that really 4 pulses of skill hearts that you get. So that's how they're getting around the limit cap right now in the current meta. But obviously I can't demonstrate that because I got barely any of those good cards there. So yeah, suck to be me, I guess. But yeah, that's the umbrella card, and we're just on the special appeal here. We haven't talked about the skill. The skill of the dress card here is the dress for Sayashigure. So whenever you use this skill, you get 2 types of these dress cards for Sayashigure, and they will be 2 each for a total of 4 into your reserve pile. Then in addition, if your mood is happy or mellow 100, you will cause a reshuffle. So it depends on whether you need to shuffle or not, but I think you're gonna like it. So let's have a look at these dresses here. So obviously we have one for Kaho, we have one for Ginko. So to figure out which is which, we go ahead and just look at their awakened art here. So yeah, as you can see here, we got Ginko in front and Kaho in the back there. So which one has the red hue? I think the one with Kaho. Let's have a look, because it's more for purple and red actually. You see a little bit blue or red kind of thing, right? So, yeah, Kaho's the red one there. Has red ribbons on the back. So this one's Kaho, this one's Ginko. So I'm just gonna refer them by the members as to like the dresses here. So for Kaho's dress, on the session of using, increase the mood by 40. And in addition, if the mood is happy or mellow 100, gain 400 voltage points. Remember, you have the amplification effect from the umbrellas, and you'll get 100 beat hearts for the skill hearts. So this is very low, but again, we got a lot of amplification going on here that you'll see with Ginko's dress, and that's why it will get much more powerful from there. And for the ability here, I believe they're the same. Nope, they're different. They're a bit different, I think. No, they're the same. Okay, so at least for the dresses here for Sayashigure, the effects are the same for the abilities. So I'm just gonna say it once here. So for the ability, whenever you draw the dress card, and you'll gain 8 beat hearts for skill hearts. See, here we go again, right? Whenever you draw, you get beat hearts already. Yeah, you get skill hearts already. So that means you're already getting multiple pulses just from drawing, and that really adds up very quickly once you reach enough beat hearts with other units doing that. So pretty good for shuffle units, honestly, or shuffle decks. Now for this case here, you'll get 8 beat hearts for the skill hearts, and for every 15 voltage levels, you'll gain up to 20 times the effect at level 150. So meaning at level 150 voltage points, you're going to get at 160 beat hearts for skill hearts, which is pretty much matching up to what the original dress, or like 1.6 times it. But remember, there will be amplification, so that means that you will get even more beat hearts from this. So yeah, quite a lot of things stacking up here. Now onto the Ginko dress, which is a little bit more on the buff side here. So for each of respective Seribu dress cards, their skill heart effects will be increased by 75%. And whenever the mood, in addition, if the mood is happy or mellow 100, gain 400 voltage points and you'll get 100 beat hearts for skill hearts. So the in addition part will be the same for both members. As long as you reach 100 on either mood, you'll be able to get those amplification extra effects there. More voltage, more beat hearts. But mainly what you want to do is you want to use Ginko's card, dress card, mainly for the sake of using it to buff your skill hearts that you gain. Now again, similar to the umbrella card here, where it's also you get like a buff effect as well. Right, as you notice here, it's like unlike the case of the umbrella card, where the first half is the same. You get up to 160 beat hearts or the skill hearts on the on voltage level 120. This one obviously the dress cards will be removed from your deck, so there's that. This is the ability kind of applies to both the umbrella card and the dress cards, but the dress cards will get removed from your deck once used, unlike the umbrella card. The umbrella card stays, as you can see. The umbrella card stays, so you really just need one of those. Now for Ginkgo herself, as you can see the ability, whenever you draw on this session, AP recovery speed will increase by 4.5%. Seems minor, but every time you reshuffle, this is going to be 4.5%, so you're pretty well compensated there. So for every voltage point, every 15 levels of voltage, you'll get up to 20 times the effect. So this one is actually referring to, I'm guessing, the AP recovery. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be an AP recovery, so that means you are going to accelerate the more you keep shuffling this Ingo card here. So it's actually pretty strong in that sense. So yeah, Shuffle's coming back, I guess. Sheesh. Anyways, onto the show side, skill show. So skill show Ginkgo here. So in the case of this, her Cinder skill, you'll get 12 AP on the start. Very good to have like these AP gain on the start for a friend card. So if you're not sure what friend card to put up, Ginkgo will be a good choice. So yeah. And on to the skill here, which calls 0 AP to activate. Surprising, but there will be some gimmicks here. So, if the mental is 1% or below, you'll restore 14 AP. If your max mental is, if your mental is at above 1% of max mental, you'll reduce 14 AP. So this kind of demands you to stay at as close to 0 mental as you can. Preferably, you can choose a card that reduces your mental by like 100%, which doesn't cause you to go to 0 mental. You'll end up being 1 mental. Choose those kind of cards, then Ginkgo will be very powerful because you'll keep getting 14 AP based on the conditions here. But yeah, if you have above 1% or above on the mental value, max mental value, you increase the voltage gain effect for the next voltage by 877.5%. And if your mental is above 1%, then this card will be removed. Or if you activate this card skill twice or above, this card will also be removed. Meaning, it would be wise to go for a 1% mental at the beginning for the first run. And at the second run, you should be expecting a recovery. There you use the buff, and then you get deleted. Basically, you delete the card, basically. So of course you can keep it like 1 mental, and this will net you 28 AP, which is pretty strong in its own way, but if you want her voltage there, you need to be a bit more smart with the mental recovery placement, so that way Ginkgo can give you the voltage amplifier. And for the center skill here, for all members, the appeal value increased by 80%, so overall buff there. Pretty good if you have like a varied team, I suppose. But yeah, that's Ginkgo done, right? So contents over here. New sets for the movie song? No. No, these are the next set of singles. What do you mean movie songs? They won't spoil the movie songs that soon. It's the coupling songs. Right, so it's like, you have a set where you can buy all 4 units of songs for Hatsu, but you also can tie it together with the movie ticket. Not that the unit songs will be in the movie. That is completely, I don't know where you get that from. So yeah, this is the unit songs individually. This one's Stadium's case, but you have a bundle where you can buy the tickets, sort of thing, and then you also can get the unit songs as well. Now I don't know if I can find myself a way to get to Japan to just watch the movie. That would be wild. It'd probably be more practical if I just see if Philippines has a fan screening there. I could probably fly there, visit for a day or two, and then just fly back here. That is crazy though, spending that much money just to watch a movie, right? Yeah. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do drastic measures, I guess. Doing Garden Party is something I definitely want to watch, so if I could find a way to watch it sooner, I'd probably give it a 10. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, on Kaho's side here, we got Saya Kaho. Quite a few people would like that, I suppose. Anyways, for Kaho's case here, on the special appeal, you'll get one umbrella card, as we mentioned before, which should be the same as what I mentioned before. So this will amplify the more voltage levels you get. So this is a voltage gain multiplier. And the more hearts you draw, the more you'll get extra hearts as like a cashback kind of thing. And then in addition to that umbrella card, for 10 times of your Seribu and dress cards respectively, your voltage gain effects will increase by 25%. So it's not going to be too much, but it's definitely a more, I guess, faster approach to get yourself started to get more voltage points. So you want voltage points basically for this one, for this set to work well. And then for the skill here, you'll get 8 retard for the skill card. Seems pretty weak, but as you would see here, for every 15 voltage points, voltage levels, up to level 150, your effects will be amplified by up to 200%. Meaning at level 150, you're going to get 1600 beat hearts for skill hearts. So for 4 EP, that is pretty strong, but you need to make sure that the voltage level is going to be high enough. And that's why you need to gain a lot of voltage points for this to work well. So that's why Ginkgo's card is also recommended too, because you can have multiple sources of voltage gain, mainly from the dresses, as you can see. So as long as you get to mood happy or mellow 100, you can get voltage points from the dress cards. So it's probably a much more viable way to gain voltage points for Seribu. But if you have the voltage gain effects from Doruke, which tends to be the unit which has a lot of voltage gain, you might want to lean onto that approach instead for more faster gain instead. So probably, yeah, maybe you could just rely on Doruke as a voltage gain, and then for Seribu's side, you could just go ahead and start pumping out the hearts. Now the problem here is the hard cap actually. I haven't seen any hard cap amplification here, so that's a bit concerning. But yes, in case for Kaho here, if your mood is happy or mellow 100, your voltage points would also increase by 400, so similar to the dress cards from Ginkgo. And yeah, this is. I thought it just should be like the songs from Love Live Sunshine movie. Probably a bit different. No, no, I don't think they're gonna release it that soon. It's gonna be probably after Bloom Garden Party, and then we get to see actually the reveal of the songs from it. Because it's the movie itself's gonna be in May, right? So yeah, that's why. For the ability for Kaho's case here, for the 4 times you use this skill for Kaho, you'll gain 1 umbrella card. So meaning, including the special appeal, you can get up to 5 umbrella cards. So if you want to keep amplifying your voltage gain, yeah, just spam your umbrella cards, I suppose. Remember, your umbrella cards also have a reshuffle effect, so make sure you're careful with this, because there will be songs that will debuff refresh cards, mainly for the LGP, so that's why you don't want to have all the reshuffle cards to block your way. Yeah, for the 10th time to use this one, whenever you use the skill for the 10th time, power skill for the 10th time, for this stage, let's see, for this stage, for Kaho Ginkgo umbrella cards, the skill hearts gain effect will be increased by 400%, voltage gain will increase by 400%, and whenever you use Kaho's skill, the skill cost will be gained by increase here, up by 6. So meaning by the 7th use, you'd be using 10 AP to activate Kaho's card. Of course, you have other ways to reduce the AP cost as well, so if you have that, you can bypass this whole AP cost increase. But as you can see here, I think is that it's more like this one is, what is it? 4回使用したときに10回使用したとき I'm guessing it's a one-time buff though. I guess that's a sad thing about this is that it's only a one-time buff. It doesn't say like 10回ごと for the 10 times there. It doesn't say every 10 uses, it only says 10 uses for the effect buff. But then again, as you can see, it's a stage effect. It's a stage buff, right? So it's like an overall buff for all of Kaho, Ginkgo, and the dress cards. Umbrella cards effects. So In a sense, this is kind of like gives you like a way to cement the buffs for Kaho, but you need to keep using her skill to get it to work. So yeah. But, I misread it. So I'm gonna read it again. So for the 4th time you use Kaho's skill, you'll get 1 umbrella card. For the 10th time you use a Kaho's skill, you'll get the skill heart gain and the voltage gain effects for Kaho, Ginkgo, and the umbrella cards. So realistically, you're only getting 2 umbrella cards from Kaho, 1 from the ability, the special appeal, 1 from 4 times of using Kaho's skill. So this is where you have 2 umbrella cards to use. Of course, you can also get it from Ginkgo too, but if you have a song that doesn't have Cerebral as center, you will need Kaho to give you an umbrella card to use. So yeah, a bit of amplification there, 400%, so it's like 5 times the effect, essentially. So meaning, the umbrella was like 17%, you need to increase that by 400% increase, so that would be like, what, 65% in here, and you're gonna buff that by 200% per 200 times at level 150, so it is quite the buff, I'd say, because you got multiplier times multiplier kind of thing, so it stacks pretty well. But yeah, again, it's like more of a juggernaut effect, so you want to make sure that you start getting that ball rolling. Especially in the case here, you want to have Ginkgo, so that way, the more you keep rolling Ginkgo, the more you keep on shuffling Ginkgo, you're gonna get more AP recovery, and that stacks up within the session. So which is pretty good as well, so that way you can start pumping up more Kaho cards. And Kaho's case here is that she doesn't reshuffle as well, so that means you could use Kaho and then try to cycle back to Kaho again and keep using her, or you could do a refresh approach where you keep using Ginkgo instead, and then the dress cards or even the umbrella cards keep reshuffling, and then that way you can get Kaho's like cards to activate again. Like you go and activate Kaho's card again. So essentially you need to activate Kaho 10 times, and then after that you could just rely on Ginkgo's like reshuffling to really get it to work. So yeah. It's one of those annoying things about like the metas that you need to rely on pairs to work effectively. So in the case here, it's like ever since 105 started with WoW and everything, right? You needed like the pairing part to actually get it to work properly. That's probably my gripe with this year's like Gacha banners, is that you need both cards to work, which is kind of hard for me to do. Oh well. Anyways, for the Skusho side, at the end of the live performance, you get 418.5% appeal as the score. So, not broken, but it does mean that if you can increase the appeal value, then yeah, Kaho will give you a good finish, I suppose. Then for the skill here, which costs 14 AP to activate, for if you have a combined activation of 15 skills or more, gain 935.55 appeal as score, and if you have under that, so it's like total activation is 15 times or less, below 15 times, you'll increase the upcoming score gain effect by 519.75%. So meaning is that if you are activating Kaho early on, she's going to buff your score. If you're activating Kaho after 15 skills or more, as a total deck count activation, then she's going to in turn become a score gainer for you. And then, yeah, for the center ability is that all members will have their appeal increased by 80%. So meaning Kaho herself is just more of like a score gainer for you, but you're going to need voltage. So one thing that's really missing, I guess, if you just want to use Cerebro, is the voltage gain member. Because right now, if you're using only Cerebro in mind, is that Ginkgo can amplify the voltage gain of the next voltage increaser, but you don't have a voltage increaser from the Cerebro pairing, so they're not self-sustaining. You're going to need cards from other units in order to, or even other cards to make it so that you get voltage points. So yeah, overall is that you kind of want to have both cards. Yeah. It's an unfortunate method that we're dealing with, but yeah, you need to have both cards in order to get it to work. So there's that one there. Oh shoot, with meats? Well man. I forgot. Interrupting the review for that. Sayaka, you're coming later. Come in later, Sayaka. Yeah, introduction already passed there for Rudy Kozu, I guess. Rudy Suzu, I mean.
勝ち待ち、実
Small
は
voice.
さやか先輩に内緒でライブ前日にルリの先輩とカップラーメンを食べてしまいました。
What did I walk into?
それ言っちゃうの。やっぱり
You had cup ramen did for live with Rudy. Come on! Sayaka's gonna hear that. Whoops, daisy.
気をつけようね。
Be careful, yeah.
気をつけましょう。
Definitely be careful. Oh
でも
no.
小鈴ちゃんにそれこそバレちゃったことがあるからみんなにも言っておこうかな。
Oh yeah, if you're wondering why the low quality is, I forgot to switch it
か
from
な
my
り前です
vacation.
がハスの湖でソロキャンプをして
Solo
寮
camping.
母さんに怒られたんだ。
Ah, got busted
勝ち
by
待ち、
Ryobo-san.
実はルリの先輩がおそらく集めたであろう枝の塊と、あとテントを建てたであろう小さな穴を発見したんです。小鈴ちゃん、名探偵だね。はい、アリの観察をしている時に見つけました。そうかそうか。いや、もうしてないからみんなごめんね。はい。
Aw.
では
Sure, surely you could get permission to camp outside,
古
surely.
文の授業がどうしても眠くなってしまいます。
Get drowsy whenever it comes to ancient literature
本当で
class.
すか？
Fair.
先生の声ってちょっとなんか優しい感じがしてちょっとうとうとしちゃう。そうなんです。
Gotta get drowsy
古文の
because
授業だけ
because of
に
the
限
kind
ら
voice
ず
of the
国
teacher.
語の授業だったりこう物語を聞いてる時間っていうのが心地よくてつい
The
つい
first grade,
眠くな
this
っ
is
て
this
しまいます。
the stories they she's feeling drowsy from it.
寝ないようにしっかり目を開けて授業を聞きます。
What are you gonna do? Put like a put toothpicks on your eyelids so they don't shut.
レディもう一つ。はい。
You sure this is a confession session?
あ、これ
ん？
ネコちゃん本当に留年するんじゃねって思っちゃった時期があったんだ。
おっと？
次行こうか。
おっと？おっと？
実はさやか先輩のさやカーディガンをこっそり羽織ってみたことがあります。それは結構大胆なことをしたね。
あら。
はい。
あら。
とても優しいぬくもりを感じました。よかった。はい。
A kind warmness is the Saya cardigan. あら。あら。じゃないよ。
ということでみんなどうでしたか？どうだったでしょう。
Anyways, yeah, I think that's enough. We're not covered too much. 尊い indeed. Very much, yeah.
面白すぎる？面白かった。
Omoshiroi. Yeah, definitely interesting. Interesting confessions you have that. Yeah, turning down the voice there a little bit. Quiet confessions. Small voice Senshiken だって。Yeah. I caught her first half because I thought it was ASMR. But that's why they call it like a smaller voice Senshiken, right? Quiet voice, small voice line reading. Okay.
セリフ読み配信ではかっこいいセリフやかわいいセリフなどを読んでみたのですが、今回はこしょこしょ話すセリフばかりでやってみようかと。
Oh my.
セリフはね、
Oh my, what lines are they gonna be read quietly?
それを読んでみようと思います。
I guess depending on what they end up with, it'll be very omoshiroi.
まずはセラスちゃんが考えたルリと
Oh, Ceres.
さんにさやかれたい言葉を
Ceres has some lines for them to read.
小声になりますので、皆さん耳 から行くよ。みんないつもたくさんありがとね。今日もいっぱい頑張ったね。お疲れ様。ゆっくりいい夢が見れますように。おやすみなさい。では、小鈴ちゃん。はい。ありがとう、サンキュー。こんにちはろー。おやすみくんない。ではまた、See you。
ではまたし。
です。小鈴ちゃん、ネリの真似かな？はい、真似させていただきました。
Oh man, reminds me of the really ASMR.
セラスちゃんが
Man, that really was やばい。
これを言ってほしいんだよね。わかりました。
Yeah.
任せてください。
On that line, if you like those lines, just not just there's also
たちまちが
what
つ
is
いて
it?
ますよ。
Rudy's ASMR. That one's very
小鈴ちゃんに
nice.
ぴったりだね。本当ですか？では戻しますよ。戻します。
戻しますと。
ということで、
Yeah, talk about sound
続い
control.
てなんですが、次は怖いキーですよ。
Oh, the scary type now.
久々
Okay.
声で言うなら、ホラーっぽいのが聞きたいってセラスちゃんが言ってたんだよね。はい。ルリの先輩
Lines also provided by Ceres
そ
again.
してセラス後輩は明日の空階段チームでもありますからね。はいはいはい、はい。では行きますか。はい。ねえ、後ろ
Behind you,
女の人が
there's a girl
立ってるよ。
standing there.
どうぞ。あなたのことずっと見てるよ。
I've been always looking at you. あら。
気づきましたか？勝ち町が見えること。小鈴ちゃん、お化けってこと？いやいやいやいや、そんなことない。はい。ねえ、私のこと覚えてる？
Do you remember me?
はい。
で
ルリナ先輩です。小鈴ちゃん、そうだね。はい。
That was supposed to be a creepy response. Come on now.
ずっと見てるよ。小鈴ちゃん、後ろ。冗談だよ。あなた。ではでは、戻しますよ。
They're trying to choke you around there. Behind you, 小鈴ちゃんだって。
かわいい？わかったでしょ。
Yeah, supposed to be scary, but turned out sounding cute, as they always do. かわいいっすね。
後ろにお野菜さんたちが。来てるの？来てる？ですか？
Imagine the SSN series are behind them right now.
次は、かっけえセリフに。
The cool type. Oh my. I mean, Rudy definitely has the affinity for that. And in a sense, Kosuzu has that, but only when singing Doruke songs. The cool lines. Oh. Ikeruri. Yeah, 犯罪ですよ。Ikeruri. The cool types.
コメントの子猫ちゃんたち。
お
コメントで可愛い声を聞かせてくれるかな？よろしく頼むよ。ではでは。君のこと一生夢中にさせてあげるよ。
これやばいね。
何度でも言うよ。好きだ。
That sounds more cuter than cool. 好きだ。
いつだってそばにいるよ。 おや、照れてるのかな。かわいいね。
Was that supposed to easy me?
じゃない。そうです。いいねいいね。さあ、こっちにおいで。ああ、今度こそ。言ったろ、君のこと守るって。
だって。
スモールセリフ読みはこんな感じかな。小鈴ちゃんどうだった？とっても楽しかったです。なんだろう、このスモールボイスでまだまだたくさんできることがあるような気がします。
Yeah. Depends on how you use it, it could be very dangerous. Especially those lines there with what Princess did. Yeah. Kaiju no Koneko-chan tachi from what is it? From Rinzan. That was dangerous, I gotta say. Yabai ne. It's like the crowd all become like what is it? All became maidens, let's just say. Like all become girls for like those few minutes. Okay, reading comments now.
皆さんのコメントをコショコショと小声で読んでみようと思います。せっかくだからみんなのお名前も読んでみちゃおうかなって思ってるよ。どしどしコメント。
Okay, let's hear those lines. Yeah.
それでは何かありますかね。チェストをお願いします。
A quiet chest though. Last time Kozu tried it, it wasn't quiet at all. But how? This time?
せーのでやりますか。チェスト。
はい、助かる。
ありがとうございます。コニーさん、今日何食べたの？今日はね、さっき小鈴ちゃんとはカフェラテを飲みながら配信前に
カフェラテ？
ゆっくりしてたよね。はい。食べたご飯といえば焼き鮭を食べましたね。そうだね。はい。小鈴ちゃんもりもり食べててね、可愛かったよ。本当ですか？美味しかったです。よかったよかった。杉さん、今日何時に起きましたか？だって。今日はそうですね。朝の7時とかですかね。小鈴ちゃん、思ってたより早かったんだね。
7 a.m.? Yeah, that's pretty early.
背伸びをするっていう習慣をつけてまして。
Apparently trying to improve her growth.
お休みの日とかもしっかり朝早く起きるようにしてます。偉いね。いっぱいいっぱい来てるね。りょうさん、裏はって言ってたってよ。じゃあ最後に2人でりょうちゃんのお言葉お借りしましょうか。お借りしましょう。ではでは、せーの。裏は
A quiet flower. Very flowery, yeah. Flower. Flower! Okay, around 40% I guess will bring me to minus 30. I guess that'll be a fair enough like threshold, maybe. ありがとう、サンキュー。危ないっすね。Right, of course there's sweet meats after. I have donated, so I'll be safe, I think. I think Hime would be listening to this with meats. I think she would. It's very likely she would, wouldn't she? Yeah. Really does it. Kawaii. Something like that. Putti?
ポチ
I thought Kozu is gonna whisper that putti, but okay. Alright, so that was the what I said. That was the normal segment. Of course, there's the Wood Meets After later. Yeah. I found Genshin with the blue and red Kuraki world quest. That was like the few patches ago, wasn't it? Yeah, that was like Luna 1, wasn't it? I thought you started that one already. But yeah, it tosses you into this sort of realm there, and you're not really sure where you even are for that one. But yeah, it's apparently I forgot. Apparently, the name of it, the world quest in particular, is sort of like some sort of reference to something. Probably something Lovecraftian, I guess. Yeah, but there was that. Oh dang, that's quite far back. Oh well, you'll be able to catch up, I think. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just make sure you explore 80% of like the stuff of the map now, so you get 400 primos. Right now I'm like what, sitting at like what, 50 plus percent like for the other two parts. The bottom part I've already done that one. The Outlook, that one I 100% did. Yeah, even like I got pretty much every single thing there. And then yeah, I'm just missing the top two areas, which I'll probably do on a different stream. Because I feel like if I do Genshin 3 times in a week, I feel like that would be a bit too, too overexerting, let's just say. So yeah, I'll probably leave that for later. Later next week, maybe. But yeah. I have several large role quests, but I think I'm gonna do that on Friday. No, probably Thursday actually. I'm gonna do that on Thursday instead of Friday. Friday I'll probably leave it for Seikano, I guess. Yeah, probably leave it for that one then. Yeah, for what was it? For Koga Sensei. Right. It's about time I'll start working on her path, right? So yeah, that'd be very nice. Yeah. Well, since this one's like Seikano 2.5, and I want to try to get that cleared as well. To get things already running, I guess. But yeah, oh, I think this is gonna be almost there. Nope, there's back. Oh, there they are. There they are. Yep, there they are. どうかな?
聞こえますか？どうかな？おかえり。
おかえり indeed, yeah.
おかえり。ではでは、せーの。ボイスミーツアフター。
Voice meets after. Okay, it's not like not small voice anymore, just voice meets after.
このボイスミーツアフターでは
What, normal
スモールボイ
voice?
スの他にこう普通の大きさの声で長く伸ばしたり短くしたりゆっくり話したり
Oh, just toning.
ちっちゃかったり大きかったりいろんな喋り方を試してみよう
What try doing a Yoda impression?
それで言うと、
Well, I wouldn't say abyssal, right? I wouldn't say abyssal. That's that specific domain that they're on. I don't say that's abyssal per se.
コスズちゃんがね、サイガちゃんのことを呼ぶのがめちゃくちゃ好きで、それどんくらい伸ばせるか、ルリめっちゃ気になるんだ。
Oh, Rudy wants to hear how long can Kozu say Sayaka senpai? Apparently.
さやか先輩
Wavering a little bit. Yeah, 結構長い。Really, didn't get the E. End of the E there.
中までちょっと数えてたけど、15秒ぐらいは言ってた。あ、これ23秒？そんなにですか？すごい。
No, she's shouting from full volume though. I feel like if it's full volume, yeah, maybe it'll be a bit shorter, but actually much louder. But at least in a room like this, you have the excuse to like suppress your voice a bit, right? So when you're able to suppress your voice a little bit, you can stretch the length for it for much longer.
カチマチ、ルリの先輩にやっていただきたいことがありまして。
Oh?
はい、頑張りますよ。カチマチいつもなんだ、カチマチのソロ配信、個人配信の時に早口言葉をすることがあるんですけど。
Oh, one more tongue twisters for Riri then. Small voice.
赤カチマチ。
赤カチマチ。青カチマチ。
キカチマチ。キカチマチ。これを早口で3回やってみてください。
What?
赤、青、黄色ね。はい。よし。
黄色カチマチ。青カチマチ。青カチマチ。赤カチマチ。
赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。
キカチマチ。
赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。
Shh. No one heard that slip up. No one heard that slip up. No one heard that slip up. It is safe. It is safe.
優しいね。では、小鈴先生。デディ、お手本が見たいです。
Oh, Riri say like the.
失敗はできません。お願いいたします。
Yeah.
はい。赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。赤カチマチ、青カチマチ、キカチマチ。
Oh, actually, yeah. Gotta use the tongue twisters does you favors, I guess. Dang. Okay. Ah.
小鈴師匠、さすがです。
小鈴師匠。Right. That's right.
みんなでびっくり。
Now she is upgraded to become the master. Before I was but the learner, but now I have become the master. Master Kachimachi, yeah. Probably Koga's tagging me or something. I'm not surprised.
ちらっと見えたんだけど、なんかスムードボイスでお姉さんっぽくできない？
お姉さんっぽい？あら。いけるり、もっと聞きたいんだけど。
じゃあルリの、いきます。はい。ルリクシ、お紅茶が。
ルリクシ。
カチクシも。
カチクシ。
大好きですわ。あともう一個。じゃあルリに続いてね。はい。ちゃんと栄養バランスを保ったちゃんとした食事を取らないとダメなんですよ。しっかり食べて、しっかり睡眠もとって。
If you wonder what they mean by Rurikshi and Kachikushi, right? It's a sort of like a parody to how Megumi is like trying to make fun of Kozue by teasing the what is it, the first name kind of pronoun kind of thing, right? It is because not Kozue tends to say like watakushi, right? Watakushi, right? For her first person referation. When referring to herself. But the way to like how to say that a bit more like how to say more insulting way, I guess, would be like it's like insulting someone saying they're watakushi in a way would be like atakushi. So it's kind of like a mix of atashi, watakushi, and yeah, you kind of like just make a blasphemy out of it and just say atakushi, right? So make me actually said that back on stream there, and then yeah, and then now Riri and Kosuzu is like yeah, they twisted it so that now they make it refer to themselves in a certain way. So you end up with Rikushi and Kachikushi. So yeah, that sounds very weird, but there is a chain of evolution towards how they end up with those names. So yeah, first person titles, I guess. Atexi. But yeah. We end up with Rikushi and Kachikushi. Even though those don't sound like they make sense, they kind of do. Yeah, logic. Anyway, so we're gonna head over back to Linkura now, and I'll go ahead and continue with the review actually, because I haven't dealt with the Sayaka cards. Yeah, I haven't dealt with the Sayaka cards, so I want to go ahead and level those ones up. Yeah, thanks to Ririxi and Katixi, yeah, we got quite the recovery there. What I didn't recover is the volume. I keep forgetting to do that when I do wit meets, right? Whenever I react to wit meets, and after that, I completely forget to do this. It's like most of the time I forgot to do this. It's like you hear like whenever I do wit meets react, and then after that, whatever 7 comes after that, I completely forgot to switch it back. Yeah, not this time. So yeah, we're gonna do this one here, and then we're gonna head back to review this stuff. Yeah, we got the Gyaru kind of approach here. Kahoriri Gyaru, I guess. That's nice. So, onto Sayaka's form. We got last year's version, of course. So, if you want to go ahead and pull for that one from last year with Sayaka, that's also fine. But effects are less than perfect, but you would probably like the voltage one here, I guess. Because, as you can see, fever activation, you get voltage points. And if you have a high enough mental, you also get EP as well, so it's an interesting one to have. Good way to amplify your mid-game, I suppose. Now for our 18th birthday version, we got this one here. So, for the special appeal, during the session activation, your voltage gain effects will increase by 100%. So effectively doubling it all. And as you can see, it's like AP 5, so it's kind of okay. Yeah. Seirebu level 100. You'll eventually get a lot of things to level 100s, but yeah. If only we did it one more year earlier, we could have got Kaho even higher. Onto the skill here, which costs 3 AP. For the respective Sayaka usages here, increase her respective level trap effect by 80%, voltage gain effect by 80%, and in addition, reduce all Sayaka skill cost in your reserve pile by 3 AP. So if you got like say 10 AP Sayaka to activate, you activate this card and that card the other card is on reserve. That card that's on reserve will now cost 7 AP to activate instead of 10 if it uses Sayaka skill. Onto the ability here, for 18 times of usage, you'll be able to restore 3 AP for Sayaka. So pretty straightforward there. And then for the support skill, what is it? For the support skill here, this one is basically forcing extra passives into your song. So if you have birthday cards, you get like the support 2 levels maximum for each. So obviously everything starts at like level 1. For every limit break you're gonna get 1 effect respectively. I think in this order, so you're gonna get voltage level 2 first at 2 break, limit break 1. Limit break 2 probably mental level 2. Limit break 3 you get beat card 2, and limit break 4, which is the max one, you're going to have the love bonus for it. So beat hearts is obviously highest priority here, so you kind of want to have like multiple limit breaks. So yeah, if you want Sayaka, there you go. She's very nice, good to have. But I'm going to suffer again on this banner because you know what? It's too late for me. It's too late for me. Just end my suffering. Wow, that's a Zenhoi really, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, I didn't even bother. I knew Linkura was gonna disappoint me once again, and so it does. Disappoints me yet again. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and go here. I'm also desperate for the Kozukaho setting for the Yukimao set, but then, you know, game decides to just not give me that, so sucks to be me, I guess. But yeah. We got to the live Grand Prix. This is the last day, if you're wondering. I also need to take a snapshot because I didn't upload yesterday's record. I really dropped. Yeah, I fell off. I really fell off. Anyway, so we got these 3 songs here. We got Yukimao, we got Hitoshizuku. I actually went up to look at the pronunciation of the song from Maigo. It's pronounced Hitoshizuku. So yeah, it's yeah, you're complicated kanji, but then you kind of like shape the way how you pronounce it, I guess. So for Yukima over here, let's go ahead and check this one. The center is Kaho, if you're wondering, so that's why you are able to activate your Kaho Genesis here. So yeah, Kaho Genesis is probably one of the best cards you could ever have. So this is the. Did I set the rehearsal? Rehearsal. We're not doing the first time. So let's have a look here. We got the section gimmicks. First session, you're gonna get charged AP. Second session, you're going to what is it? Your max hand will reduced by 3. Session 3, you're gonna have AP cost -3. Session 4, you're gonna have like your max hand -3. So session 2 and 4 are the exact same. Your max hand will be -3 there. And then for the fever session, obviously you're gonna get double voltage. And as you can see, fever session is session 5. So pretty straightforward there. And it's also one of the longest. So yeah, fever session, then first session would be like the length of the longest sessions here. Now to the song gimmick, the entirety of it, if you have a token card or a token card in addition or a hard catcher skill, whenever you use those, you're going to increase your level track by 3000. And if your main effect is voltage increase or level track increase, reduce your level track by 1000%. So what this means is that if you have like dress cards or any card skills that allow you to get allow you to get extra cards, so even in Sayoshigure, that one gives you like say the umbrella cards, those would also count as a main effect as token basically. Card catchers are obviously those that get hearts, like the Sayoshigure Kaho skill. So yeah, pretty standard there. The Sayoshigure set will definitely not be effective, and in fact will be buffed from this. But if your main effect is voltage increase and level track increase, you instead get reduced by the level track. So if you do want to get level tracked as your main effect, you need to make sure the effects are so massive that this 1000% wouldn't mean much to you. So that you can do that with Tayo Dada sets for the Dodoke side of things. So yeah, that is possible. So this is a full debuff? Not really. If you get quite a lot of level track to begin with and voltage gain to begin with, honestly, this doesn't seem like much of a debuff, really. You can stick to whatever main set that you have and you wouldn't have much issues. So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and give this a go. And for the friend cards, I would recommend like Sparkly Spot 1 or 2 Tsutsuri, especially if you have it max. So that's why Via sounds like card I end up using like all the time. So yeah, I'll say when you're not the most.
道がなくたって二人と一緒なら
Yeah, because that Hito is like a much more complicated way of writing it. Right. Even in Chinese, we also have like the Chinese words for that, right? Where it's like we have one, but then we like a complicated way to say one, to write the letter one. It's to also part of this function is actually to prevent like how to say fraud, I guess. So it's like it's easy to fake the letter one, right? The character one, right? Because it's just one stroke. But then when you have it complicated like that, you're gonna see it's much more harder to say fake it. You know, say if you want to, if someone try to do some counterfeit cash kind of thing, they can't do that because it's so hard to fake complicated one kind of thing. But that's a completely different story. But it's also showing you that there are practical uses for that complicated one way, the way of writing the character in one. So yeah. I'm gonna need to get the fix here. I need to keep using birthday Izumi so that I can amplify the heart gain effects from her SR. So what I want to do here is just try to increase the love count. Oh, there we go. I can't do anything too much now. At this point, Izumi won't be able to do anything, but I need to activate that just to get the status card.
いいね。面白い。
So we're gonna just go ahead and activate that. Jump. This part here, I think I just once. And they want to increase the hard cap, I guess, so a little bit. Those aren't really too massive with increase there, but that's gonna last track the entire stage, so we do want a bit of that. Now we need to switch over here. Alright, I want to keep that 23. Get a little bit here.
感謝を。
Okay, now we have this. Now if I kind of want to try to get even that trowel area to get up its voltage there. Alright, there we go. Now we start to amplify this. I'm gonna use the rest of that easy buff. Rather Ceres buff actually, because that's a Ceres buff actually, not the easy buff. I do that one more time. Then we go here. More activation. And I know we just keep looping this one. This is definitely one of my lethal runs, but yeah, the general idea is there. Kinda wanted to leave the Mass Effect, not the game, over here. Instead. Fortunately, that is a rehearsal run. I do tend to perform better when I don't have eyes on me, I guess. So yeah. Yesterday was a flop, if you're wondering. I haven't posted it yet because Twitter's being crazy. So yeah, I didn't upload that yesterday's run, but it was a flop. But yeah, let's go for the stage B here, which we have Michael's song here, Hitoshizuku. Yeah. Honestly, you didn't need the third kanji. The third kanji is pronounced ku, if you're wondering. But yeah. So even if you just read the two kanjis for the first part, it would have just been Hitoshizuku anyway. It's like what is it? It's like Hime's name, right? It's like just Hime's first kanji would have been read Hime already, but then you also had Mebae no Me for the Me there. So it's like yeah, you could kind of like have that too, sort of. But yeah. Anyways, for Hitoshizuku here, the Michael cover song with Dorige covering. Session effects per session. AP recovery speed plus 75%. And session 2 and 3, which is before the future session, if your main effect is mood value change, the skill cost for those cards will be reduced by 4 AP. And then we have a future session on session 4. The final session will be AP cost plus 3. So if you really laid the groundwork to make it easier to spam the cards earlier on, you don't need to worry about like the AP cost increase for the final session. But honestly, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, honestly. So yeah, as long as you don't spam your card with too expensive stuff, you should be fine. Then for the song gimmick, whenever you use a skill, which main effect is mood change, increase voltage points by 3000, and you recover 30% max mental. And in addition, if you have activated a card whose main effect is mental recovery or mental protect, yeah. If your main effect is mental recovery or mental protect, or your voltage will reduce by 5,000 points. So honestly, it's not gonna be too much of an issue for us. I mean, it's like, yeah, you could stick to the zero mental approach for the Michael side of things, but yeah. Again, it's like if you have Dodoke members, it won't be much of a debuff to you. For me, it's like I got so much shield, it's not gonna be too much of a debuff anyway. And I got Tsudori to get the voltage points as well, so I wouldn't be too concerned with this either. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this again. Via-san, onegaishimasu.
魔法にかけられて勝ち待ちお姫様になります。
Ikun. Yeah, it's kind of like one of the substitute things, right? It's like, oh, you got these kanji here, but it's pronounced this way. Kind of a bit annoying, also a bit disruptive if you're actually trying to learn kanji pronunciation. But, oh well, it's there, I guess, if you need it. Alright, activate Kozue there. Tsudori here. Alright, we're gonna try to up the the mood to have the 100 because I need that for Rudy. Increase heart gain by equivalent of 40. Okay. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's like particles is a challenge here. It does go pretty high if you stack it enough times, so you could try to do that one. But sometimes it does give you like some unreasonable stuff to achieve. So you could decide to skip those ones. Like reshuffle's pretty easy for me because I tend to reshuffle a lot. Alright, there we go. Second session already. Where are we? I'll activate Hime then. I don't think I need to worry about that one. I'll just skip that one there. If it's like a max hand increase kind of thing, I guess I don't need to worry too much about that because it's not gonna reach that necessity. As you can see, as long as you have like mental recovery effects there, you already have quite a lot of effects. You don't have much issue. Reshuffle? I'm doing that. Lots of it even. Voltage points, we got that a lot as well. Don't need this one. So notice that there will be a cooldown if you don't like if you need a new quest or a new challenge. So that's why I have to do this here. Oh, what do I have? So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna probably keep shuffling Ririmegu rather than Kaho. I'll leave Kaho's like what is it? The effects they're unused, I guess. But try to get this here. I don't need that one. Well, it's not that I don't need that one, it's that I can't use that one. Mental recovery, okay. Kachimachi kinda does a mix of like most of those, so technically with Kozuzu alone you should be able to clear quite a few of these. Love attracting class. I think we're 3 seconds in. Yeah, 3 seconds. Okay. Spam the Maigos. Spam Ginko-chan, I mean. Ginko-chan. Alright, now we need to spam this side here. Let's try to get These ones are the yeah, try to get like the hearts only one out so that I can swap things more easily. Hmm? How am I not getting that track increase? ちょっと待って。What do you mean? Apparently don't get enough level tracks, apparently. There we go. Do that. Yes. I keep spamming gameplay there if I can, so that I don't need to lag too much. Okay, something like that. Bandori, Maiko, and Ave Michika put down some dramatic turns and concurrent plots. Oh wow. I guess yeah, I just need to spam a bunch of Ginkgo dresses, I guess. But yeah, technically that's not a new high for the one, but it is rehearsals, so not really I can't really change that one. I guess I could try Bandori, but it's quite a few bands there, I guess. That'd be quite a bit of a long journey, I guess, if I wanted to start catching up with that. I don't know. I probably used up my quota for chasing quite a lot of things. That's what's fine. Anyway, so we got the third song here, Kimi ga Nakucha. So this is Mirapa's cover for quite a large, quite the band name, I should say. But we have this one here. As you can see, a few sessions here either. Session gimmicks. First one, AP recovery speed minus 50%. This will be a major drag actually, so it might impede your start. But yeah, the second and fourth sessions, if your main skill effect is mental protect, your AP cost will be increased by 10 for those skills. So do not use mental protect as your main effect, otherwise you'll be screwed here. And then for the third session, AP recovery speed will be plus 75%. So unlike the first one, which is like quite a few debuffs there, the third session would be pretty good for you. So you can be able to make up for the lost time there. And for the stage gimmicks, whenever the live begins, for all mental protect and mental recovery cards, all the AP cost will always be reduced by 3. And if whenever your reserve pile has reached emptied, your AP will become 0. So be careful when you try to do like refresh decks, because your AP will be reset if you're not careful with it. So yeah. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really too concerned with it, because this one's still pumping up more score than my gold cover there. So yeah, I don't mean too much of an issue. In fact, this one's the one that probably made the most breakthrough, I guess, from my first attempts. Like day 4 is like my peak, I think. Day 5 was a nerf, but here. Alright, we're gonna do that real quick. So now we want to try to spam Izumi's birthday card, mainly because that's actually going to amplify Izumi's like, love track. rather max hand and max heart, I mean. So we're gonna need to start spamming that one. And also the mood changes. I can do that. No, too late. This one's the one where the cost increases, right? So I rather use it for on the what is it? I'd rather use it in third session where the 80 recovery is much faster. I can guarantee myself not tripping up. Right, so River keeps spamming the Rihime here. Right here, we're gonna use Hime's ability. Always better to use Hime in like session 2, but oh well, too late for that. Let's use Ruri Hime here. We're gonna shuffle this a little bit more. Figured. Right. Oh, 0 there. That's fine. Try to keep swapping that one. I'm leaving 2-3 one for a fever session because that was the longest one. So that way I can amplify it for the longest period. I already know what I'm doing right now. Is try to shuffle this through. Kira. Right, there we go. It starts getting the up. I think the mood. It's a bit wavering. So I feel like even if I got reset, it's like the AP costs are pretty low. It doesn't really matter too much to me as long as I happen to have full recovery speed. I'm gonna pop that off there. Finish off there. Oh, I do get higher scores, but yeah, that was just a rough way to bring that one up there. Oh well. Other attempt was made. I lead the better attempts usually on my own time anyway, so that's fine. It's just a quick way to have showcase like how the gimmicks work there. If you have like Kaho Genesis kind of deck that I do, I won't get affected too much by the gimmicks, but you know, it's like I'm not getting max potential either. Kind of like the middle zone there. Yeah, so we got this one here for the wood meats. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And so we got the releases here. also got most of the weeklies there too, but I don't think they'll make it time much. That's fine. I think Center picked Hime when Uri matched her hair color to the band's Kokoro Tsurumaki. Maybe. I guess I'm not really too sure how they determine the centers, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, we still have this bonus here, so your learning lives will have their learning EXP boosted by double. So you'll get double the EXP, but look at this. I'm almost done. Towards the end of my suffering, I guess, but as you can see here, pretty much all the songs you see up here are the ones that I don't have them at level 10 at least. So as you can see, they're pretty much all of them are sounding, all of them are Daisankaku songs, so yeah, Daisankaku center songs, so yeah. This is 12, 24, 36, 38 songs, 37 songs, right? 37 songs that I haven't maxed out, so I mean, will I be able to max it all out? Yeah, I'd say I could. I'll probably get there, I think. I shouldn't worry too much. I need 7... yeah, exactly. Let's go. Wow. Who would have thought of anything like that? No, it is only... That's right, it's one less song right there. Oh, cool. Let's go this one. 12, 24, 36 songs. Yeah, 36 songs I need to max out from Sonic and I'll be all level 10. But obviously if you're like on the whale side of things, you've got a lot more stuff to work with. Yeah, you're probably level 20, 30, or even 50, right? With all the extra, play points you're getting. Because remember, you got like these membership packs, right? Don't you? Like if we go over the shop here and we go to the memberships, yeah, what do you get for this one? We get to have a look here. Can I see the bundle? Here we go. Of course I can't pay for it, but because I don't have a Japanese card, but yeah, just look at all these stuff, right? So whenever you buy the membership, you get 800 paid Cisco. And then daily you get another 80, right? So yeah, imagine that. And then a whole year is gonna get you a selected UR from that unit. Right? Technically, you could go all the way back even for like Jose's cards as well. So yeah, that's great, isn't it? So yeah, well done. You get double the daily lives. If you're wondering, if you got all 4 memberships, you will get like 5 times the daily lives. So that means you're getting 15 attempts instead of 3 if you get all 4 memberships. It's not like it's like a multiplicative thing. It's only like oh, you're getting 3 more kind of thing per membership. Like if you ask me, I'd much prefer spend it this way, the memberships instead of one large purchase, so that way I could actually save properly. But alas, my card isn't allowed for this one, so yeah, sucks to be me, I guess. But yeah, ship there. How about this one? I'm gonna just quickly reading those ones. Don't forget, every week you also get to exchange for the tickets here. So every week you get this one, as you can see. Every week you get a card pack ticket. So obviously 10 of these you're gonna get a 10. So yeah, it's always important to get this one. So make sure you're always stocked up on crystal tiers. These are crystal tiers. You're gonna need quite a few of these. So yeah, you get 10 a month from exchanging from the gold tiers. So pretty good to have, especially as a way to slowly save up for certain members. As for me, I think I gave up on the whole meta at this point. I'm just whenever I can. And also, probably since I am at Winter 4 right now, right? And I'm already, what, how many pulls? 220 pulls in. I'm just gonna have to save, I'm just gonna pull 80 pulls worth here. I'm just gonna ball it on the last one, Winter 8. So, whatever Winter 8 is, I'm gonna have to go all in there. Oh man. But the RNG, it keeps hating me. Yeah. RNG hates me here. So, pain, I guess. Pain Pepper. But yeah, we got the story update for tomorrow, not today. So, I must have picked the wrong day of the week to stream Linkura, but, yeah. Rudy thinks therefore Rudy is. So, yeah. Therefore Rudy is this chapter. Rudy thinks is over here. I should probably be faster at 104 here instead. You see? If Rudy thinks, literally the chapter before Sachi's graduation is like we got the Rudy thinks, and then now Rudy is. Therefore Rudy is. So yeah, nice call and response in that one. As to how Rudy's gonna make that popular song be a thing, I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna pull it off. If she could, then that's great. If not, then I guess it's a learning experience, but we'll see though. Anyway, so I guess one thing before we go is that we can go ahead and listen to the Harumenku Sanka. The song that actually was like, how to say, all the hype in the Linkura universe. So we'll go ahead and play that on School Show because that's the only way I can play it with zero, with no play points. So I go ahead and open that real quick. Well, that's not the song we're gonna do. One minute. Or where is it? Where is it? Here. Oh yeah, Cerebus singing this song. Yabakunai? But then this was like, they sung this cover song like last time, right? When it's still 103. Charm 103, I didn't realize they covered this song. But, yeah. Let me try to bring up the correct visuals. This one. Let me get this one set up. So yeah, that's our School Show now. And, yeah, let's go ahead and go here. Sayoshigure is also here also, if you're wondering. I'm gonna go play that one, that's also nice. Ooh! I always like the wafu mix into these things, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, as you can see here, you don't really have that. You can't really do much with that one there. You only get one time to reward. Kinda all prefer this one. Do I have a Mega Center song thing? I guess this one. I guess we'll go with this one. Maybe she's gonna loop the Hara Mega Sanka. Yeah. Oh, on the last collab, I think you heard me hum it, but yeah. Hey. No, I cannot. Not with this wire. Ah! I know there's a wireless way to do it, but it feels much less secure for me. So I'd rather keep it wired for the, what is it, the screen mirroring kind of thing. Ah, screw the full combo. As long as I survive this one. Okay, it has all the things of like a what is it? Popular song, like a trending song. Whereas like you got like a short repeating like melody kind of thing. But yeah, so it's much easier to remember. The chart of the whole world? For the first Super CV, or those who aren't? Everyone? Yesterday? I ishite how to make it. Everybody how to make it. Yeah. They need an official release, goddammit. Don't just keep it stuck here. Come on, make an official release. I need to see it. I need to see the official release. God damn it, screw the full combo. I just need to clear this song. I'll full combo it on my own time.
ここまで一緒に聞かなかったことにしとくね。あり
あ
がとう。
ー、でも確かに。
これからのミッションでしょ。愛してるよ。はず。
Yeah, it's much better if I don't have this wire stuck on one side of my phone. But that's fine, you know, I'll take it. I don't mind. It is what it is. I'm just doing with the cards I'm being handed here. Everybody had a maker. There we go. Yeah, probably would be much better score if I don't have this war stuck on the side, but I could full combo this. I could full combo this. It's just the wire. Anyways, yeah, that's how to make a sun card right there. So yeah. I'll go ahead and full combo that on my own time. Maybe. Maybe, I guess. But yeah, if you have the master song, obviously, some people already did that one. They just go to YouTube or something. Wait, what do you mean my rating is 261? How is that rating 261? Huh? How do you even rate my songs? What? Hold on. What? What do you mean technical score? This one? I guess? Well, I guess, yeah, technical score means like the how well you got the scores there. How is each milk that high? Anyways. Which rumor is surprisingly high? And Zanyu! Of course my Zanyu is over there. I'm not surprised. But yeah, my Harumiku is here. Good to know. Yeah. Yeah, as you were wondering, you can play with 0 AP, but you'll get like much less rewards. I say much less rewards, but you're only getting 1/5 if you spend 10 AP, so yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, if you want to spam play something, I guess that makes sense. Either way, you got the song rating, you got like technical score, but it is what it is. Again, I can't really do too much because my wire's in the way. So yeah. Anyways, that'll be it for Linkura here. I'm gonna head over to what is it? Head over to Resleriana now. Yeah. I have enough time for a third game, but I'm not sure what to do though. What should I do for my third game? That I don't know. So that's why right now I'm still thinking like which one to do. What kind of third game should I do? Yeah, I did Genshin 2 times already. Well, of course I slipped. I told you the wire is there. I can't do my typical thumb range with wire in the way. So yeah, I always take like a technical discount if I play on stream like this. But yeah. Alright, what was I doing? This one. I'm gonna convert that one first. Give me a little bit. Hey. I need to catch up. Oh, all right, right. So, right, Mariko sounds again streaming once again. It is what it is. Yeah, she is streaming again. Yes, Kairaiyo. Yeah, she is streaming once again. Yeah, she's doing like the pre-game Zatsudan right now. Cool. Right, so Resleriana then, or art thou? So yeah, finally, I decided to bring it back. There's the thumb and knuckle technique for expert master songs. Master songs probably I could consider that, but right now I'm just using thumbs only. Yeah, thumbs only. But yeah. Yeah, the intro song that I ended up skipping like on my playthrough there. Yeah. That is what it is, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Have a look at that. Finally, the two stories merge. Yeah, of course, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they want a bridge? This whole time I was wondering what happened to Rias like post the game, right? So I guess we could probably work that there. Got a chance to get Daihatsu here, maybe. But yeah, look at that. Look at Rias. Yeah, very nice.
手間をかけさせるの
Karasuka is say hi. So yeah, of course this is like the post New Year event here, but then we're back on Tarn. So we got the developers letter volume 30. Dang, never used that many times already. Look at this. Ever since the maintenance yesterday, we got the update here where we got to see both storylines at conversion finally. And of course we got Rias here. So Rias is introducing the item mix concept that you saw from that game in here now. So your item usage will be also important to like how this goes through. So much so that it's such a new mechanic that you actually have this whole table of elemental mixes to go with this one. So based on what attribute of the items you have there, you'll have these additional effects when you do the item mix. So as you would see here is like there's quite a lot of it. So I probably would describe it here first before we go to the gacha, so that way it's much more easier for me to deal with. Look at that. I get to have her unique motions as well. Slade as well. Yeah. And two of our allies, Rosa and Wilbel, they got their 6 stars as well. So yeah, that's also pretty nice. You also got the 6-star banner as well. Right. So for the item mix here, depending on the elements, you get these following effects. So if it's fire and fire. In fact, you actually the pattern here is much more consistent if we just talk about the what is it? If we just talk about the same element mix, it's actually much more easier because it's the same element. If it's the same element, you actually get to see it pretty straightforward as to how the meta is. I'm not sure you can see it well on this one. I'll try to see if there's a Twitter version for it. Let me see. I think there's a Twitter version for it, so I'm gonna go check if I can find that one. If I can, then it should make things much more better. Let me see if I can find it though. VS is here, but where's the slideshow where it showed the mechanics? Oh, here we go. Right, so I'm gonna bring it up on here so that you got a bigger screen to look at. Right here, this one. Right, so for the same element mix, after attacking to all opponents, their resistance to the element that you mixed will be reduced by 50%. And this field effect will be ended after 10 actions from all characters. So what this means here is that whenever you use an item mix for a certain attribute, for a given attribute here, as you can see, all magic here, that attribute's resistance will be reduced by 50% for 10 actions. And that'll be a field effect, so you can't just simply remove it by removing debuffs. For the opponents I'm talking about. So they can't remove it simply by having their gimmicks remove it for them. It cannot happen because it's a field effect, right? Now for these mixes here, you need to read it each individually because it's gonna be quite annoying. So if you mix fire with ice after attacking, apply to the targets, not all targets, to the targets. So if your item target is for all opponents, then yeah, all opponents. If it's only single target, then a single target. Give that opponent skill accuracy minus 40% for one action. So honestly, out of these things here, I'd probably just go for like the pure element mix here, so that the effects will be much longer. Yeah. If it's a fire bolt mix, after you do that, the opponents for the opponent's next strengthen panel, convert it to a weakness panel. So basically, you're trying to force a debuff panel into an opponent, so they'll deal less damage basically. Honestly, the effects here seem to lackluster, like these like mixed element ones compared to the pure elements. So I probably recommend just mixing the same elements instead. It's much more easier. For fire and air, or fire and wind, after attacking, the opponent will have speed minus 7% for one action. Right? And if it's for ice and bolt, after attacking, the opponent will gain the effect damage received plus 100% for 2 attacks received. So out of the mixes here, I'd probably prefer this one, honestly, if anything. And then for ice and wind or air, after attacking, cause the opponent's turn to be delayed by 2 tiles. So it could be useful if you want to like get someone out of the burst tile, I guess. The opponent out of burst tile, so it could be fine. It really depends on the target though. And then for the last mix here, which is bolt and air or bolt or wind, after attacking, cause the opponent to deal 50% less damage for one action. So again, as you can see here, it's much better, honestly, to just go for the pure elements instead of like the mixed elements, because the pure elements here will have a much more lasting effect, right? 10 combined turns, right? And you're able to reduce the resistance to the opponent. So it would be much better to do that, like have Rias as a starter and then go ahead and reduce resistance and just go ahead and spam it, right? Whatever skills you have. So very good to have that instead. Right, so that'll be the much more preferred option here for Rias's item mix capabilities. I can tell like it's mainly for Rias's like effects mainly, rather than like what is it for everyone else. So we're gonna go ahead and check her Gacha banner here. But before that, yeah, the New Year event's gonna have 1 day left. So. So with that, I'll go to redeem that on my own time later. Gacha first. Gacha, we got, what is it, Gias first. Anyway, so let's have a look at Rias's one. I'm expecting Rias to come with Slade also, so Slade is gonna come later. Right, Rias's one, Mistletoe of Hope. So obviously she's an air attacker, wind attacker. We got these tags here. Lantarna, quite a lot of them, right? But finally we got the ES. Promising Cooperation. So pretty much matching with Resleri in that case. Now notice that we got this new tag here, the Harfin Fukotai, I guess. So the Harfin Resurrection or Revival team, basically. So remember the 6 main party members over here. We're gonna have Slade eventually, let's be honest. Right, they're gonna be all included here. And then we got Merchant, right? We got the Merchant tag for Rias, because obviously she has her shop, right? Mistletoe Miscellaneous. And then we got Odempa, right? It's kind of crazy to think that, oh wait, we got Resna and Albina both having Odempa, but not, you know, most others. Like, guys is thinking of Odempa. Anyway, so that are the tags for Rias. And for her leader skill here, to all allies, for every Promising Corporation member, you'll get physical magical attack plus 10. So again, like I said, we got quite a lot of Promising Corporation members here, so it's pretty easy to find a good combination to get all your allies into this. So pretty easy to get this effect maxed out at 50% of physical magical attack. Now for skills here, we got single target, single target, single target. That's right, all single targets, but that's not where the key point is, because it's her item mix ability that really comes into play. So we have the skills here, which they themselves do pretty decent actually. So for skill 1, before attacking, remove all debuffs to self. After attacking, apply the self magic attack plus 20%, capped at 40%. So pretty straightforward buff there. Activate once or twice and you're done. And skill 2, your standard here. The crit damage from this skill will be increased by 150%. So you're really getting a head start with this one. So you really just need the crit rate to get like Vias to deal a bunch more damage. fact, this would probably be effective burst damage straight up just by giving her a high enough crit rate, honestly. After attacking, apply the self magic attack plus 40% and skill damage plus 30% for 3 actions. Then, also give herself, what is it? Item damage with her turn to be increased by 50%, capped at 100%. Meaning Rias, as you can see, she's she's probably one of the first members in Resleriana to really go ahead to dedicate a buff towards item damage. Right? Technically, we get that kind of with Chapter 9 Heidi. If was it the Voltex Heidi, but or Black Rose Heidi. But this one here is like yeah. This one's focused more on that because we have an item mix effect later on. And then we have the burst effect here, which is single damage, first damage here for a single target. This attack also has a crit damage plus 100%. After attacking, give yourself magic attack plus 100%, skill damage plus 100% for 2 actions. Then we got these permanent effects here, which are crit rate plus 50%, capped at 100, and damage, item damage when during own turn by 100%, capped at 200. So effectively, if you can activate Rias' burst twice and her skill twice also, your item is gonna do 4 times the damage that it would normally do because it's gonna be plus 300. So this is a good way to, how to say, really bring items back into play, especially damage items, because the only time they really got to use them is the item events, right? The item rush events. They keep spamming items, but now you got a more practical way to use them. So that's good to see. And then onto the abilities here. First ability, after activating the skill, restore 50% item gauge. After attacking with a crit, recover an additional 15% item gauge. So even Rias herself is kind of like a quick, how to say, rotation. Makes you allow for your quick item rotation. The what's really is probably the bottleneck here is the amount of item uses you can have for your items. So this could be an issue if you use items that don't have many uses. So this would probably limit you to items that will be used multiple times. So that way you could probably use this one. Now to this one here, whenever anyone in your party uses an item, apply to Rias herself, crit rate plus 100% for 1 action. If you activate multiple items at once, it will still be considered as 1 action. And if the item gauge is at 100% during Rias' own turn, allow item mix to be activated. So we're gonna read the item mix a bit later on. When she activates item mix and after that, apply the self crit rate plus 100% for 3 actions. Then increase crit damage by 100%, capped at 300. So as you can see here, crit rate will be limited, but crit damage will be a permanent buff. So you want to make sure you have enough item uses to use 3 of these item mixes. So what is this item mix? So you need to go have a look here, item mix. So I consume 100% of the item gauge, and you are able to choose 2 items from the magic elements. I attack items from the magic elements, and after you use those battle items, their corresponding item mix effects will be activated. So as you remember, it was this chart here. This was the explanation. This chart. So depending on what item elements you use, these effects will be activated. And yeah, that's what it's referring to here. So obviously you're only able to activate item mix when your item gauge is 100%. And as you can see here, the skill power and the break power and the attack radius or like what is it attacking will be changed based on the items you have. So if you use, say, a group damage item for both your panels, then yeah, of course it'll target all targets. If you use 2 single targets on both items, then yeah, it will target a single target. But I don't know what the effects would be if it's a single target and a group target separately. It could be RNG. It could be leaning to one side. I'm not really too sure about this one, but yeah, I guess you can experiment with this one if you have it. Then the second note here is third note is the item mix skill's damage will be treated as battle item damage. So yeah, whatever battle item damage you have calculated will be used the same way here in item mix. And then for the 2 items that were abilities that were used, they will be also reflected on the item mix skill. So if you have increased crit rate, was a critical finish on your items there, you'll also buff your team's crit rate essentially. Or if you have, you will buff the user's crit rate, something like that. Or if you have destruction up in this case, which is much more what we're looking at, which is damage items, right? Yeah, they don't have critical finish, dude. Yeah, no. Say we have destruction up, right? If you have the destruction up traits, that will also be reflected onto the battle item. So preferably you want traits that will increase your damage or reduce resistance, so that way you can apply that onto the item mix as well. So yeah. And then for the second ability, for depending on the amount of Halfen's restoration team members are in your team, her base magic attack will increase by 100 to 500, capped at 5 people. So obviously Rias herself is a part of the restoration team, so she's gonna automatically have 100 extra magic attack. So this magic attack here, 1309, it really just means 1409. Or I guess it's already included in the calculations. Yeah. Pretty good start up there. So for the board ability, if you get to level 100, is that you get skill damage of 30%. Pretty straightforward there. You get for Rias is the node, which is red to green. We got destruction up, which is for battle items, right? Control 54% at level 5. Level 5. Wind Curse, where when air resistance goes down to up to 10% for one attack. And we got battle item damage buff in strength. So the strength effects you are giving with your battle item will be increased by 5 to 50%. So pretty useful to have also if you're using Rias to buff your extra buffs there. So yeah, quite strong utility purposes with Rias here. So definitely nice to have her here. So where's the future with them too? So if the equipper is air attacker or wind attacker, during her turn, if she activates the battle item damage, it'll be increased by 80%. If the member is also Odempa, the item critical damage will be increased by 80%. So, yeah, a lot of item related buffs here. So, yeah, definitely tailored to Rias here on this one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just have a look at this one here. So, yeah, obviously she does Einzelkampf. That's right. That's right. Rias does Einzelkampf. You think it was physical? Think again. Yeah. In this case, Rias is the one doing Einzelkampf. I'm surprised it's not Slade at least. Like, I would understand if Slade's the one that does Einzelkampf, but then they decide to go with Rias instead. Interesting choice, I gotta say. There we go. I guess we could go ahead and just try to pull all in for Rias because I ran out of medals anyway. We'll see. Wink, wink. Ooh, that's a good sign. Okay, double wink already. No, not yet. No, this is standard. Oh, that double wink was probably a flop. Maybe it's like SSR, maybe? Use as SSR maybe. No, I don't think it's gonna be that useful unless you are using like a DS though. So it's like they come in a set just like Linkura. Yeah, I think you're gonna need a set for this one. Alright, look at that. We got Lara from the summer event. Dang. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna slap on my. Are I'm gonna slap on my star gems here, because why not? It is what it is. Or maybe I use my luck in Genshin. Probably I have used all my luck in Genshin because, you know, I managed to get C2R1 for Columbina, right? And that was like the last 10 pulls I got the weapon, so... yeah, maybe my luck ran up there. Whoops, I guess. 来ませんみたい。来ません。来ませんでした。Fine, I'll just dump on my Siska. Why not? There's no particular purpose for me to save up. Again, even if I get the Memoria, it's not going to be that useful until I get BS. So that's really the kind of like annoying part about this, is that, you know, unless you have like another wind attacker that doesn't really worry too much damage about herself, then yeah, it won't be too effective. Alright, single wing, not looking too good. Yeah, bye. Oh? Oh? Hmm? You want to upgrade? Oh, that's definitely something. That's it. It's probably the Memoria. It's the Memoria. Random 3-star and then the Memoria. Oh dear. Okay, a towel again. We need to give the boy Tao some justice. Come on now. Come on, you gotta give him his a more blow-up version of him. Come on now. I said glow up and he decided to give me Claudia instead. Technically it's the same series, but I already maxed out Claudia. Oh well, we're fine with that, I guess. Ooh. Cool people don't do big explosions. Anyways. Hi, Kawaii. Oh, I guess not then. I guess I'm not getting any Memoria. Oops, I guess. It's kind of hard to read sometimes, like what is right and wrong sequence with some of these. Now, of course, you got like the 6-star banners here, but they're not really worth it, honestly. When they're here for so long, at this point, you don't really need to worry about them on that banner. You just go ahead and just, you know, raise them up later on. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this one here. I'm just gonna do daily so they don't like pile up too much later on. Because it does tend to happen. You know, when I forgot the dailies and then and I'm rushing to do it, it's very chill. Yeah, really don't like that. We're just gonna quickly do the dailies here, and then we've got the events actually to work with. So obviously we got the event with you know, Rias and with Slade, but that later. Maybe my third game should be red-white, Resleriana red-white, because I probably want to refamiliarize myself with the game. You know, like, so that way when I come back to it to actually stream it, it's like, oh yeah, I can hop right back into the game. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that should be my third game. You're thinking it was Uma because my pool video for Stay Gold and Bubblegum Fella blew up? Nah. Gomenne. I'm not that kind of like I'm not really going that direction. I don't feel happy about it, right? I'm just putting it up there. It's like, yeah, it's fair enough, right? People come and go kind of thing. Maybe I feel like a lot of people were baited because of the wedding Cesario kind of outfit, right? I feel like that's the case. Yeah, I think people were baited because of the wedding Cesario, because you still see the thumbnail right now. It's still Cesario, right? Even though the title literally says "Stay Gold" and New Year 2026, right? Well, I guess they got G-baited. I guess. I don't know. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and get this one here. Anyway, so I think that's good. What do I have here? Oh, Memoria, I guess, the Memoria bonus. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. It is. So if you recall it, right, if you got like enough Memorias, you got like these thresholds here, you get like star gems and such. So it does help to increase your collection once in a while. And yeah. This one here, I think I'm just gonna quickly gain a little bit. This one. Wow. こっちかな. Yeah, this one was recently released on the recipes there, so I'm gonna try using this one. Yeah, what even is luck? Right, so with most of those settled, I guess I'll have to visit a frog here. Did I have enough coins? Yes, I do. Oh, I'll get him for the... so I can some more weapons. This fixed one here, right? So we can go ahead and check this one and... Doya? What do you mean smug? Okay, we got a smug motion here for Rias apparently, so if you want that you can go ahead and buy it, I guess. Right, so we're gonna go on the events here and we're just gonna have a look on this one. This one's gonna expire tomorrow noon, be careful. So yeah, I'm gonna should do all the panel missions there. It's quite annoying to do this one again. Like this one where you need to deal with the presents. So it synthesize a bunch of these ones here and then get her up to level 15. Right, because any more than that, it's like you're not really gonna get much in return because you're only getting 3 of those cookies. So it's not really that incentivizing past the originally set level 15 there. For this part, I don't think I need anything else to exchange. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done with this event. So yeah, we're going to head and read that story last time. So I think I can not worry about that. Have I done this one? Yeah, I cleared this one here with that. Yeah, we had like 2 sets of dungeons here. And I guess I can come back to the emblems later on. We got the Roman Taikai here, which is a special New Year version. I need to do that one. This one maybe a bit later. So I guess we can go ahead and check Rias' one here. So maybe if I can quickly run these ones real quick. So I got the Zehan Kohan one, so just go ahead and quickly run this. So that we don't get caught midway through the story. It'd be very annoying otherwise. Oh, okay. So I guess Slade is going to be slash elements then. Yeah, but I have a fair amount of slash characters already. In fact, I probably could have placed either Valeria. Oh no wait. I was thinking like Mario-Rose. Mario-Rose should be in the Impact team. Yes, was it the Strike team? No, I need group targeting. Yeah, here we go. Let's go aggressive. Oh! This feels so nostalgic.
順調順調。私に任せて。キラキラを届けるよ。それ助かったよ。いいじゃないこれ。ほっとけないでしょ。助かった。
Yeah, very tough
羽が
study.
生えたみたい。みんなのため
Like
に。
from wings.
そうね。やったね。お仕事完了。
Alright, the go back on. You see the I think that beside. What is that one? I was thinking. I forgot. Oh, we just gotta keep running this one then. We're gonna just keep this one running.
さあ参りますよ。錬金術師殿。いつでも行けるよ。私のラッパをご覧あれ。さすがです。順調順調。みんなに笑顔を届けたよ。
Alright, very quick, right? Just easily just wrapping things up. But
成長を
literally.
感じるわ。
Wow. Who would have thought you can integrate the pun in this one?
Lorona 先輩は私が守ります。これで任せて。私のラッパをご
Yeah,
覧あ
we'll
れ。
be fine. We'll be fine.
順調順調。心の強み
All
を引きつける
going
よ。
to pick up.
キラキラを届けるよ。それ。ありがとう。いいじゃないこれ。ほっとけないでしょ。ありがとう。羽が生えたみたい。しっかり
I
サポ
don't
ー
know
ト
if
す
we're
るから
gonna
ね。
be powerful enough to break it, but it's fine. It should be.
私も負けていられません。
In fact, they should be powerful enough. What are you thinking?
お仕事完了。
There we go. Oh, just wipe them off.
まだまだ強くなるわよ。
Yeah, there we go. So now there's no need to worry about this immediately, I think. Do I wanna... Yeah, no, I think that's good. So I think we should be able to just clear the whole thing. Haike, Resleri-chan e. Dear Resleri-chan. We're just gonna start our perspective from Mia's, I guess. Ooh! I actually get to see it rendered here.
戦略。
Oh, it's fully voiced.
背景。本日
背景。
はお日柄もよく。
That's too stern, Mia's.
手紙の最初って何書けばいいの？
Oh, fully voiced, Tasukare. It's been a while since we have fully voiced.
順当にレスナ様へでいいんじゃないか。
Can't you just go for
そんな
dear
書き出しにこだわる
Resleri?
必要はないだろ
You don't need to be too strict with the wordings, surely. Oh, man,
あ
I
れ
missed
から1
this.
年近く経ったんだし、
It's been about a
成
year
長し
since
た
that
ところ見せ
happened.
たい
What
じ
to show that
ゃん。
I've grown up, you
う。
know.
それは手紙の本文で見せられればい
You
い。
could just show it from your text.
イアスが成長していることはそばで見ている俺がよく知っ
I
て
know
る。
very well by being by your side that you've grown much.
そう？分かったよ。
To Resleri-chan.
レスナちゃんへ。
There we go.
お手紙ありがとう。
Thanks for your letter.
この手紙がレスナちゃんに届くのはいつになるのかな。
Thanks for your letter. I wonder when
す
this
ごい
letter
北
will
まで
reach
行
you.
ったんだよね。
You've went very far
次は
not
き
to
っと
you.
果ての大陸にたどり着けるよ。
I'm sure you'll be able to reach the
キウイジーンズ
land's
につい
end.
ては私もカミラ姉さんが出張から帰ってきたら聞いてみるよ。
Was it the Great Nine? I'm not gonna ask.
姉さんはハルフェン復興の功績が認められて
皆さんが
町おこしの
recognized
コ
by her
ツを
efforts.
他の町に教えに行ってるの。
She's guiding
姉さんは
others,
自
other
分
towns
一
in
人
the
の手柄
restoration
じゃな
now.
いって謙遜してて、初めて会った時のレスナ
Yes,
ち
I
ゃん
was
が思い出しちゃ
being,
った。
being too humble there.
姉さんとランドルフがいなくても大丈夫なくらいハルフェンも元気になったんだよ。
I feel it becomes so well that Nessa
でも
and
町が一人前になるには
that's, I
もう
guess,
ちょ
to
っ
work well.
とかな。
It's
こっち
taking a
は
while
地震が多
before
い
the
から
towns
心
go
配なん
on
だよ
full
ね。
shape. There's quite a lot of earthquakes recently.
あ、でもそんな被害が出るほどではないんだ。
But it doesn't
心配
cause
しな
many
いでそっ
injuries.
ちの旅を続けてね。
Continue your journey there. Till next time.
できた。
We're done.
こんな感じでどうかな。
How about that?
ああ、
Ah,
いいんじゃないか。
and
う
now
ま
we're
く
good.
まとまっていて。
You summarize
レ
things
ス
pretty
ナちゃ
well.
んたちはすっごい旅をしてるんだよね。
Yes, and you had us a great journey
早
out
く
there.
一緒に行きたい
Oh,
な。
to go together with them there too.
ハルフェンを一人前の町にするために次は何をするか。
What should we do
考えてあ
to
るのか？
further improve health?
よくぞ聞いてくれました。
Well,
次なるハルフェン復興計画。
to the next part of our health and recovery restoration plan, and that is.
ダララララララララララじゃん。
Cha-chan!
ハルフェンの象徴であるアルマの大樹に身をつけよう計
アルマの
The
大樹の
fruit
実
bearing
か。
program, the
そういえば
plan.
まだ前みたいに実はなってないな。
Oh, yeah, it still hasn't grown fruits yet.
画。大樹につぼみができた時はその
I
まま
started
で
to
きるかなっ
sprouts.
て
I
思ったんだ
we
けど
thought
ね。
it would just grow fruit from there.
あれから変化はしていないな。
And there hasn't been many changes
だが
since then.
大樹自体は健康
But
なん
the
だ
tree
ろ
itself seems pretty healthy.
うん。木のお医者さんに見てもらって
We
健
had
康で問題ないって
a specialist come. It said it's pretty
身をつけ
healthy.
させるには栄養剤と
Perhaps
か
we need some
必要なのか
fertilizers
な。
for it.
だがかつて実をつけていた頃も肥料をやっていた記憶はないぞ。
I didn't when it was bearing
そう
fruit.
な
I
んだ
don't
よね。
recall us putting
私
fertilizers
も
in it.
覚えてないよ。
I don't recall that
小
either.
さかったし何か忘れて
I
る
was
の
so
か
slow,
な。
but I couldn't remember anything.
レスナちゃんのアトリエを借りられたら
If
超
it
栄
were
養剤と
this
か作れたかも
Atelier,
だけ
maybe we
ど。
make a super fertilizer.
町を一人前にするまではレスナたちを
Then
頼
you
らない。
decide that we should
Yes, はそう決
rely
め
on
ていた
rest
もん
and
な。
the others to become
それに
improved
栄養剤を
fertilizers.
作れるのが錬金術師だけならお
If
前
it's
はハ
just
ル
an
フェンから
alchemist
出
that
かけられな
makes
いだ
that
ろ。
fertilizer, you'll be able to
そうだよ
handle it.
ね。作り置きしといたとしてもやっぱり心配になっちゃうし。
Okay, well, concern. Oh no, another earthquake!
リアス、
あーびっ
Oh,
くり
that's
した。
surprising!
小さいけど
small, but-
今のは縦にズシンってきたね。
I felt like a
Ah.
vertical shake there.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
最近多いよ
It's been
ね。
quite a lot recently.
あ
Ah,
あ、こう多いと
this
少し
is
心配に
quite
な
a
って
bit
くるな。
concerning. Ara. But still, the Ara
そうだ。
moments it's grown from
地
that.
震で思い
It's
出し
set
た
up
が
earthquakes.
国から調査員が派遣されているんだったな。
Apparently, the
そうな
kingdom
の？
sending out some
私聞いてないんだけ
investigators.
ど。
I never heard about that though.
やっぱり見逃してたか。
So you forgot about
カ
it.
ミラさんからの手紙にあっただろ。
It was in Kamino-san's
ハ
letter
ルフェン群発地震について
regarding
から調査員
the
が派遣
earthquakes
され
around
るから
Halfline.
あったらよろしく
They
と。
had sent some investigators to check
ああ、
out.
そういえば。
Oh, now that I think about it.
なんか難しいから読み飛ばして
It's
た
kind
か
of a
も。
bit difficult for me to read, so I skipped it.
まったく
Jeez.
ま
Oh,
あこういう事態を見越して俺がいるんだけど
oh,
な。
that's why I'm here.
大樹の
To
身についても何
check
と
over
かしたい
those
が
parts.
まず
I'd
は
like to
こ
do
の地
something
震に
about
ついて
the fruits
調
of the
査しない
tree,
か。
but maybe we should start with the
賛
earthquake.
成。今はまだ小さいけど、もし大地震が起きたら復興やり直しだし。
If it's a great major earthquake,
で
we're gonna
も
have to
調査って具
rebuild
体
the
的に
city
は
again.
何をどうすれ
How
ば
are
い
we
いの？
going to do that survey?
そうだな。鉱山を確認しに行か
Maybe
な
we
い
should
か。
check the
崩落の
mountains.
危険性や兆候がないかを調査するんだ。
Maybe we could
あ
investigate the
ー仕
possibilities
事
of
中に地
danger.
震が起きて出口が塞がれちゃったりしたら大変だもん
Maybe
ね。
troublesome for
手
get
紙にあ
stuck
った
during
国
work.
からの調査員も鉱山を調査しているそうだし、挨拶をしておこ
We should meet up with them.
もちろん
The
う。この
mines.
鉱山調査自体にも危険が伴うが、
There may be danger
よ
that
し、
comes
そ
along
う
with
と
that
決まった
investigation.
らプには急げ出発。
やれやれ。こういうところは変わらないな。
This part you never changes.
だってい
That's
ざ
good.
って時は守ってくれる
You
でしょ。
gotta protect me when the time comes, surely.
お前のことは俺が
I'll
守
be
るよ。
protecting you. Ara!
国から派遣された
I
調
was
査員って
interested
人も
with the
気になる
people
し、
that the
どんな
kingdom
人なん
sent.
だろうね。
What kind of people
カ
do
ミ
you
ラ
are?
さんからの手紙には書かれていなかったが
It、wasn't written in Kami's
国から
letter,
の
but
推薦ともなれば、
it was recommended
当
by
然
the
凄腕の学者だろう
kingdom,
な。
so I'm sure they are.
エールみたいな可愛い子だったらいいな。
It would be great if someone like
久
Elle
しぶりにエールの 耳をワシワシしたいな。
Oh, to fluff Elle's ears.
初対面で失礼なことをしないようにな。
Try to not really do anything that impolite.
わかって
Okay,
ます。
fine.
さ
Alright, let's go.
あ改めて
Once again,
出発。
take off. That's it. The monsters and the mines. Mountain mines. We're just gonna spam this one.
さあ参りますよ、錬金術師殿。任せて、あたしの祝福のラッパを奏でるよ。さすがです。送り順調順調。心の強みはデクテリア。心を込めていくよ。それ
Alright, let's
助
see.
かった。いいじゃない、これが天才の戦い方よ。はっ、助かった。羽が生えたみたい。みんなのために。それ、私も負けていられません。みんなで勝ち取った勝利だね。
Indeed it was. Indeed it was, Claudia. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it could be even further. But I didn't finish the game, so I wouldn't know. It's suspicious laughter.
見
That's
た
how
感
things
じ
look like.
い
It's
つ
not
も
too
と
different
変わ
from
んない
the
気が
usual.
する。
俺たち素人には判断がつかんな。
Us amateurs can't really
暗
tell
い
it
か
that
ら
much.
異変があっても見逃しそう
I feel
だ。
like we'll be missing some key points. What's that
なん
spelling?
だこの声。
Is that laughter?
笑ってるのか。
奥から聞こえるよ。
I heard it from day to day.
注意して進もう。
Let's be cautious on our way forward. Otto?
やはり人造鳥獣の力は素晴
Yeah,
ら
that's
し
very
い。
sure. It makes his
こ
power
れ
truly
でここの補
amazing.
強作業も最後です。
Yes, it finished. It's a crazy guy.
今回に限り、リアスの語彙が的確
At
だ。
least for this time, Rias's
Oh, yeah.
phrase is correct. Oh, yeah.
どちら様です
Who
か
are you lots?
この鉱山は調査休校中なのですが、
Well,
どちら様
mine's
って
right
のは
close.
こっちのセリフなんだ
It
けど。
should be our line to ask who you are.
補強作業
No,
とお
I
っしゃ
heard
いま
that
した
you're
が、
talking about strengthening
もしかして
the project.
国から派遣された調査員
Are
の
you someone
方
sent from
ですか。
the kingdom?
え
Yeah.
ワルター
Walter.
マンと申します。この地でたびたび生じている地震の調査に
I
来
came
ま
to
した。
investigate the earthquake that was
あなた
amazing.
方は
And who are you lot? Walter! Ooh. That's quite
なん
the...
て言えばいいんだろう。
How do I
錬
put it?
金術師
I'm
じゃ
not
ない
even
し。
alchemist anymore.
この近くの町、ハルフェンのものです。
We're people of
俺
Halfway.
はスレイクロスリッターで、彼女が
リアス・アイトライゼだよ。
スレイさんに錬金術師のリ
Slays
アス
and
さ
the
ん、
alchemist.
Oh.
Yes. Ah,
お話は伺っていますよ。
I've heard about you.
私たちのことを知っ
You
て
know
る。
about us?
またレスナちゃんの情
Is it because
報
of Resleri again?
まあ似たような
Well,
もので
something
すかね。
similar. Yeah, artificial apoxy. It was Resler's idea, if you're wondering, to use them as proper work.
その巨大な
What's with
獣
that giant monster? Oh, there's
こ
an
れは人
artificial
造鳥
apoxy.
獣です。こう見え
Well,
て
he looks like that.
お
He
となし
is
くていい子
a
ですよ。
good, he is a good beast.
噛まない。
You
噛
know,
みま
bites.
せん。
You won't bite.
すりつぶさない。
You won't be
すり
crushed.
つぶ
You
し
will
ま
not
せん。
crush.
そっか。
Let's see.
よかっ
Look
た。
at this.
よろしくね、ゴゴンが。
Gogonka?
ご、
What's with that
なん
name?
ですその名前は。
でっかくてゴゴ
It
ーンっ
looks,
て感じだ
it
から。
looks so large it says it
人
goes
造鳥獣っ
Gogon.
て呼びにくいし。
It's hard to call it artificial
ほら
apoxy after all.
勝手に名付けたらダメだろ。
Come on, you can't just call names like that. Sorry.
彼の名前
is
は
that
何というのですか。
thing's name?
いいえ、
No,
名
we
前
didn't
はつ
have
け
a
てい
name
ま
for
せん
it.
でした。
It's perfect
ちょう
timing.
どいい。人造鳥獣、
Artificial apoxy?
これ
Your
から
name
あ
will
なた
now
を
be
ゴゴン
Gogonka.
ガです。
いいのか。
Really? Fine with that? Take it.
人造
What
鳥
even is
獣
a artificial apoxy?
あとその格
And
好
with that outfit?
聞きたいことが山ほどあるんで
There's
すが。
quite a lot of things I want to ask you.
まあそれは道すがら話しましょう。
Well, let's talk
もう
about that
少し
along
で
the way.
震源を特定できそうなんで
I
す
feel
よ。
like we're just about to locate the origins, the origins of the
立場
earthquakes.
上これくらいはこなさなくてはいけませんから。それよりもさて
Based on my
何から
circumstance, this
話を
is
す
the
るべ
least I
き
could do.
か。
But what should we talk about?
限りなく怪しいが。
Well, he
ロ
looks
ゼ
like
と
a
似
really
た
strange
苦労
guy,
人の
but
空気を感じるな。
seems like you feel
こ
the
の鉱
hard
山
work in
は
this
個
one.
人的にも興味をそ
I'm
そられ
personally
ます。
interested in these mines,
あ
but
あ隅から隅まで
I
調
must
査し
strip it all down to
丸裸にして
investigate it
しまい
from
たい。
every nook and corner, nook and
ま
cranny.
たなんかブツブツ言い始めたし
Murmuring something again.
やっぱ
He's
り
really
怪
a
しい
strange
人だ
guy.
よ。
得るといい。
And,
学者
or,
派だというのは
I
ドイ
guess
ツに一癖あるんだろう
academics
か。
have their work like that, huh? Yeah.
震源調
Investigation
査
on
に
source of
は
earthquakes.
これを使います。
We're using this to
それは
locate the
一体
source. What is that?
杖のように見えますが。
これは導きの杖。
Here's
錬
the
金
staff
術
of
で作った
guidance.
道具の一つで
A
物
gadget
探
used
しに
for
活用
maybe
できる
alchemy.
のです。
Used to find things.
今は硫黄鉱を読み込ませています。
We're trying to search through
反応が
sulfur.
強いほど硫黄鉱床が近くにあることになりますね。
If it has a strong
掘ら
reaction,
ず
we're
に
closer to a
交渉が探
sulfur
れる。
deposit.
驚いた。
That's
そ
amazing.
れは便
That's
利
very
だ。
convenient.
だよね。
Yeah.
やっぱり錬金術
How
っ
come
て
it's
す
really
ごい。
amazing? Hey, hey.
ねえねえ、それ
Can I hold on to it?
構いません
I
よ。
don't mind.
どうぞ。
Go ahead.
リアスはやっぱり錬金
You
術が
really
好
do
きなん
like
だ
alchemy,
な。
don't you, Rias? Of course.
な
I
るほどな。
see.
ここ
If
が
this
こう
goes
な
like that.
何やら込み入った事情があり
Seems
そう
like
で
she has
すね。
some sort of circumstance
いい
here.
え
Oh,
深入りはいたしませ
I'm
んが
not going to go ask the
お気遣い
details.
感謝します。
Thanks
ま
for
あ、いろいろありま
taking
し
care
て
of that.
ね。
But we got a lot of things that happened.
ピコーンって光
It's
った。
sparkling.
て
That
ことは
means. Where did you get a pickaxe? Rias, where did you get that pickaxe? I found
プ
it.
ニプニ
The pretty
ほら
ball.
勝手に設定をいじらない。
Don't trick the statistics like that. Sorry.
玉。でも
But
本
you
当
know,
便利だ
it's
ね。
really very convenient.
設定を戻しますのでお返しくだ
Please
さい。
return it to me. I need to reset the
履歴
settings.
機能をつけておいてよかったで
I'm
す。
glad that I kept histories with this.
ねえ、導きの杖を作ったの
Were you the
は
one that
誰
made
だ？
the staff of
もしかして
guidance?
錬金術師なの？
Are you an alchemist?
ええ、
Yeah.
極夜の錬金塔の一員です。いいえ、
Rather,
で
was.
した。というのが
That's the fact.
正しいですかね。
じゃあララやゼロの
After all.
元同僚です。
Former
二
comrades.
人があなたたちを襲ったことも聞い
I've
てい
heard the
ます
two。of them has attacked you.
二人が迷惑をおかけしま
It's
し
caused
た。
quite a lot of trouble to you two.
いえ、
No.
あなたが謝ることではあ
There's
り
no
ませ
need
ん
for you
よ。
to apologize.
ララやジェロンもそう言うでしょうね。
I'm sure Lara and Jen would say
謝
that.
罪は自分の口でしたいたちでしょ
I'm sure they would want to
ですね。
apologize on their own behalf.
う。思い返してみれ
When I
ば、
think about it,
私はあの二人もなかなか好ましく思っていたと気づいたもので、
I've noticed that I've grown
見か
fond
け
of
で
those
誤
two.
解していました。
If
あなたは
caused quite
決し
much
て
something.
悪人ではないようですね。
I'm sure you're not a
善
bad
人で
person.
もないですよ。
I'm not a good person either.
己の欲望
I'm
に忠
just
実な
loyal
だ
to my
け。
own desires.
それとこの服
And this
装、
outfit
動きやすいんで
is easy
す
to
よ。
move in after all.
通気性に優
It
れ、
is
体感温度を一定に
air
保ち、
It keeps a
か
certain
つ腎
warmth.
臓長寿の操縦機
And
能
it's
も
very
有
it
してい
comes with
る
the
のです。
controls for
私
artificial
もその
efficacy.
服を着ればゴゴンガを
So
操
if
れ
I
るの？
could wear that, I can
はした
control
ない
Kogonga?
格好許しませんよ。
It's quite a lewd outfit.
失
Unforgivable.
礼お母さんのケチ。
そんなにはしたないですかね。
Is it really that indecent? Yeah, Walter wearing that is something I would expect, but still.
硫黄交渉が近づいてい
You're
る。
closing into the sulfur deposits.
細かい説明は省き
I'll
ますが、
save you the long
私の仮
explanations.
説が正し
But
け
if
れ
my
ば、
theory is
交
correct,
渉が
then
多いほど震源地が近い
we will
は
be
ず。
closing into the source. on
だが
if the deposit is
この
large.
先の道は大岩で塞がれてい
But
る。
it's blocked by a
そ
huge
れで
rock in front of us.
採掘を放棄した行動なだけという可能性もあ
It
る。
might end up rendering
Oh,
the
yeah.
mines useless. Oh
なか
yeah,
なか鋭いで
I
す
see
ね。
you're quite sharp with these.
あなたも調査員になれるん
Would
じ
you
ゃない
like to
ですか。
become a
昔の相棒が
investigator?
遺跡調査
My
が
past
趣味だったんです。
partner when interested in
付き合わされてい
research
るう
rooms.
ちに少し学んだだけですよ。
Tagging along with her when I
何
learned
に
a few
せよ
things.
調べてみる価
If
値は
anything,
ありそう
there's
です。
value to this
ゴゴン
Gogonka.
が大岩をどかして
Move that rock.
なんか怒って
Monsters?
る
They're simply
地
mad.
震で気が立ってるんだ。
They probably got into
する
the
とは
earthquake.
避けられなさ
Looks
そう
like we
だ。
won't be able to avoid combat. That's the guy's core.
話は後だ。来る
Let's
ぞ。
come later. Here they come. I'm guessing Rias is using. I guess Rias is using something that can be charged without needing mana, I guess. Because otherwise, how is she rendered unable to use alchemy but still use her staff? So, a bit of a spoilers, I guess, but it kind of was already hinted partway through the story that there is a time limit to the Atelier that Rias was using. Because as we're aware is that there's only a limited amount of mana there, right? So, yeah. The excited monsters. Ara.
ロロナ先輩は
That's
私が
it.
守りますあれこれでいつでもいけるよ私のラッパをご覧あれ
So she wants to finish this. Yeah.
順調
Just like
順
that.
調
Convenient.
心の強みはできてるよキラキラを届けるよそれありがとういいじゃないこれが天才の戦い方よ
So yeah, we're just gonna let it be done there.
羽が生えたみたいしっかりサポートするからね
Come on now.
そうねすごーいみんなで勝ち取った勝利だね
Alright, we'll continue on with the story now.
これで片付いた
Alright,
か。
done done.
というかスレイそれって
A path
ガ
that
イス
didn't
トコア
exist?
なの
Isn't that the guy's
い
core?
や、
No.
似ているが違う。
Well, it looks similar, it's
これは
different.
ロゼとロジーに作ってもらった疑似ガイストコアだ。
It's like a simulation
いつの
guy's
間にそん
core.
なもの作ってもら
When
った
did
の
they make that? Rose
俺
and
だって
right?
二人と手紙のやり取りくらいする。
Well,
そこで
even
相談してみたんだよ。
also sent letters between them. and
新しい
discussed
ガイスト
that.
コアを作れないかって。前に修理した時のレシピを送ったりもしてな。
I sent the
そした
recipe
ら
used to repair
ロジー
the
が使ってい
previous
る
ones.
ブリッツコアというものを応用したら
And
似た
considering
も
the
のが
bits
作
core
れ
that
そうだっ
Rochi
たん
was
だ。
using, we made something similar.
なるほど
See.
それで作ってもらったのがその疑似ガイストコアなん
And
だ
so that sort of like pseudo
魂を
geist
格
cores.
納するような機能はないが
It doesn't have a way
これで
to
また
contain the soul, but
前のような力を発揮することができる。
I'll be able to use my previous
リアス
abilities.
が町を一人前にするために頑張っている
Like
のに
even though you're working hard for this
俺
town
がじっ
yourself,
としているわけに
yes,
はいかないだろ。
I can't afford to be
だから
well set back.
俺もも
Right?
っと強くならなければと思ったん
I
だ。
know so that become stronger
町とリアス
to
を
protect
守
the
るため
town
に。
and Rias. Ara,
そっか
I see.
全
I
然
never
気がつか
noticed
な
it
かった
although.
な
お二人とも
You too.
大
I've
岩の
confirmed
除
the
去を
removal
確
of
認しました。
Rubik Rock.
これで
With this
先
we
に
can
進め
continue
ますよ。
onwards. Oh, Gogonka! Good work!
おかげで助かったよ
さて
Now then,
気をつけてくださいね。
please be careful.
この道の先にあるのが
Beyond this path
私
is
の予想通りに
if I
なる。
if I predicted correctly. If I predicted correctly what lies beyond here is what it lies beyond here. What is that? What? Another dimensional path?
嘘
Huh? You kidding? This is
ワルターさん、
Alterson.
あなたはこれを予想してい
Did
たん
you
ですか？
predict this?
すみません。予
Apologies.
測を外してしまいま
Looks
し
like
た。
my predictions were mistaken.
二人は知っているようで
It
す
seems
が
like you two are aware of
あれは
this.
何ですか？
What is that?
何って
What is
悪
that?
の道だ
That's a
よ
dimensional path.
ええ、
Eh.
あくまで入り口が似ているだけで
Just the
まだ
entrance
そう
looks
とは言い
similar,
切れません
but
が
we can't really say to it fully though. Oh.
奈良たちからの報告で聞いてい
I've
ま
heard a
す。
report from Lara and
これ
others.
が悪
So
の
this is a
道
dimensional path.
ですか。 これはこれは
This is truly.
遥か遠くの離れた地へと瞬く間に移動することができるという便利な代物ですよね。
He accelerated his words there when you said that. What is it? It's a convenient item where it allows you to transport to a distant place in an instant, isn't it? It's
でも
close.
なんでここに
But why is it
ク
here?
ルシワと一緒に空空の道も全部消えちゃったんじゃないの？
Either Chrissy and
反応
or
さ
Damage
せる
Master all
に
disappeared.
これは異常事態なのですね。で
Based
した
on
ら
your
なお
reaction, I
のこ
think this is
と
something abnormal.
調査したいのですが、
If, I'd like to
あれ
investigate
が本
this.
当に空空の道なら
If that's really
ど
a
こに
Damage
通じているの
Master,
か確認しておかないと。
we need to confirm where it leads
魔
to.
物の死とつながっててハルフェンに攻め込んでくるかもしれないもんね。
It might be connected
まあ
to the monster's
いざ
nest.
となれば
If anything,
先ほどの大岩を戻して封印することもできます
we
し、
could also use that rock just not
警
to seal
戒
it
しつ
down.
つ潜入という段取りで行きましょう。
Let's go in there with caution.
は
Ah,
あ、噂に聞く空間、
the rumored
胸が
space.
高鳴りますね。
This is really rolling up my.
ちょっと気をつけつつ調べてみよう。
待ってください、リアスさん。
Please wait a moment. Yes,
ま
sir.
ずは
First
ゴ
off,
ゴンガに行かせてみ
let's
ま
have
しょう。
Gogonga go
異
ahead.
常事態なら
If it's an
どこ
unusual
につながっ
state,
ている
then
かわからない。
you don't know where it's connected to.
人造鳥獣を先行させて
We'll
様子を見
send
ます。
our
俺もそ
artificial
の案に
effects
賛
out.
成です。
I agree with that too.
わかった。
Okay then.
気をつけてね。
Be careful, Gogonga. Would be nice if we see Gogonga also have a reaction like oh kind of thing, you know. It'll make something scary look cute. That would be interesting contrast, right? I think Walter can see its perspective. So what's it? Welcome
よくぞ
back.
戻った。
Glad you're back.
問題なく行き来できる
It
よう
seems
で
to
すね。
return from its origin.
ひとま
From
ず
its
は
origin.
安心です。
We should be secure.
じゃあ
at least.
今度こそ調べるぞ。
ああ、
Ah,
気をつけていくぞ。
let's be cautious on our way forward. Alright, let's see it. Dimensional path? Hmm? Why
こ
does it
こ
look
が
familiar?
噂に聞い
This is
た
the
空の道
rumored
の内
dimensional
部。
path.
なんと興味
Truly
深いんでし
interesting.
ょう。
ねえスレイ。
Seriously,
こ
is this
れ
really a dimensional
本
path?
当に空空の道？
Yeah, no.
言いたいことはわかるぞ。
I understand what you're trying to get at.
今まで俺たちが通った空空の道と
It's definitely different
似ている
from
よう
the
で違う。
dimensional paths we used to
異なる。
traverse. Different?
どう
What do
い
you mean
う
by
こと
that?
ですか。
ね、
Uh,
例えば私たちが最初に入った空空の道はもっと
The
秩序がないって感じがしたの。
it felt like it was
だが
orderless.
この空間は何だ。
But what is this space?
うまく言えないが
It's hard to
何
put
者
it,
か
but
が目的を持って整えたもののように感
it's
じる
like。it's made with some sort of purpose
う
here.
む。
Hmm.
私は何分初めてなもので、
This is the
空
first
空
time
の
seeing one
道は
of
こう
these.
いうものかと理解したのですが、
Some idea what the dimensional path is. But,
こんなのは私たちも初め
No,
て。
this is also the first
魔
time
物
for
も
us to
全
see
然い
this.
ないし。
We don't have any monsters here either.
それは良いことのような気もしますが、
I feel like it's a good thing though.
ああ、
Ah,
リアスの言葉で違和感が分かった。
I understand Lias's
ここには
phrasing there.
生
how
き物
things
の
look.
気配がないんだ。
There's no living presence here.
喧騒もなく。
No
静かで
ambience.
穏
It's
やかで。
quiet, peaceful.
でもそれだけなんだ。
But that is all. That's all there is to it.
なんていうか
I called it someplace
寂
lonely.
しいところ。
寂しいですか。
Lonely, you say?
確かに
Indeed.
人工的な空間との印象は受けま
I
したが、
felt like I feel this place is something
Ma.
artificial.
空空の道自体は人が作り出した空間
The
で間違
dimensional
っ
paths
てい
were
ない
made
とは思うが。
artificially. Of course, just a mistaking, but. Wanna take a soul sample?
おー
Oi!
い、どうした
What's the
の？
matter?
できれば抗生物を研究材料として持ち帰ってみたいと思い
Take
ま
back
して。
some research samples with me.
しかし、
However,
不思議
it's
ですね。
mysterious.
材質は一体
What are these
味も見
materials?
ておき
I
ま
should
しょ
give
う
it a taste. Slip じゃないよ。
おいちょ
Oh,
ちょ
oh,
っと
oh, oh, oh.
土食べちゃダ
I
メ
need the soil. Spit it out. Spit it
研究者がこうなると時間がかかるぞ。
out. Researchers take time when they're at this
覚悟した方がいい。
state. You should just
せっかく
brace for
敵
it.
がいないから楽に進めると思ったのに。
Yeah, don't make it go smoothly with no opponents.
ここが一番奥のようですね
I。suppose this is the deepest area of this dimension.
根っこ急に
So,
念のためお伺いしますが、
just in
これ
case
ま
I'll
で
be
の
asking.
悪空の道でこのような光景
Where
は
did your dimension paths look like this?
なかったよ。い
Never.
つもは出口があるだけだったし。
There always been exits.
その出口となるようなものも見る
It doesn't
限り
seem
ない
like
よ
I've
う
seen
で
anything
す
similar
が、
to that exit.
現実の空間をつなぐ通路ではなく袋小路。隠し部屋のような空間なのかもしれません。
何にせよ
If
もう
anything.
少し詳しく調べてみるとしましょう。
Let's make a quick look at that. Yes.
やはりこの悪空の道は
Indeed, this
出入り口が一つだ
only
け
has one entrance and exit.
閉じた空間のようで
Like
すね。
closed space.
他にも道っぽいのはあったけど、天井が低くて人が通れる感じじゃなかったよ。
開けているのはこの場所だけです。となる
It's
と
not taken on me.
目的はやはりこの木の根なのでしょうか。
I guess the destination is this
だと
tree
思
next
いま
to
す
it. That's what I think.
見上げることで根の観察ができます
When
し、
you look up, you can see
研
the
究しているよう
roots.
に見受けられました。
Looks like you're able to research on it.
この根っこどっかで見たことがあるような
I
気
feel
が
like
す
I've
るん
seen
だけ
them
どな。
before. But...
リアスムか。
Me too.
俺も
yes.
妙な既視感があるんだが。
夕べのスープに入ってなかった
Was any
あ
of
れ
the
は
soup?
ごぼうだ。
それに研究日誌らしきものも
I
見つ
also
けまし
found
た
this
しね。
sort of research log.
すごい
Amazing!
何が書いてあるの
What is it written there?
それはこれから確認するとこ
I'll
ろ
be,
です
I'll be confirming that from
ざ
now.
っと読んで概要をまとめますので
I'll
しばしお
have
待ち
a
を。
quick look and summarize things. Please wait for a moment. Hi, Chinayo. He's gonna read the whole thing! He's reading the whole thing and it's gonna
お待
take
た
a
せし
while.
ました。
Thanks for waiting.
ここが何のための
I've
空間
determined
か
what this space was
判明
used
しま
for.
したよ。
一体何なのこの場所
この空間は大樹に栄養を送るための道、
It's a path to
かつ
transfer
大樹
nutrients
の
to the
健康を
tree,
観察するための地です。
and also a place to observe
師匠
health
の
of
意
the
志を継ぐ
tree.
ためクル
To
シュアの能
inherit the
力
will
を
of
参
its
考に
master,
悪空の間を作り上げ
you
た
use the power
と書
to
いてありま
do
し
this.
た。
クルシュは
Yes, sure.
またその名を聞くことになるとは。
To think, hear that name
大
again.
樹
That
に
means
栄養
nutrients to the tree.
大樹
Each big tree.
じゃあもしかして
This-
この根っこって
These roots are
俺たちは今
right now.
アルマの大樹の真下にいるってことですか。
I mean, we're right under the
飲
almond
み込み
tree.
が早くて助かります
I'm。glad that you get to call it
そっ
this.
かだからこの根っこどっかで
No
見
wonder
た
I
よう
felt
な
like
気
I've
がし
seen
て
these
たんだ
roots before.
日誌の中では師匠としか呼ばれていませんが、
Only, it's only
こ
referred
の
to
師
as
という
master,
の
but
はアルマのこ
as
と
the
でしょう。
master here is Alma.
今までの悪空の道と様子が違うのも、クルシュアンが消滅しても残っているのも。
作った人が違うからなんだね
Maybe the one that created this
アルマ
different.
の弟子たちはここで大樹を管理して
Maybe
栄
we
養とや
consider
らを
that the
大樹に
disciples
与えて
or
い
the
たようで
students
す
of
ね。
Alma
栄養
created this
で
to
も
provide
この
nutrients.
辺りには何もなかったよ
There's nothing anywhere near.
リアス、
Yes.
もしかすると大樹が実をつけない理由は、まさにそのせいかもしれないぞ。
That might be exactly the reason why it's
先
not
ほど
bearing
の探
fruit.
索でリアスさんが見つけた人が入れない低さの溝、それは人ではなく栄養が通るための道だったのではないでしょうか。
Is that not the path to
だとしたら
transport nutrients?
あの道がどこから来たのか。大元をたどれば栄養源に行き着く。
You'll be able to find a
ね
source of nutrients.
その栄養を大樹にあげればまた大樹に実がな
If
る
you
か
give
も
that a nutrient, you think it can grow fruit again?
あまり期待しすぎない方が精神衛生
It
上
would be great
よ
for
ろ
your
しい
mental
か
health if you
と。
don't have
その栄
expectations
養
that
とやら
high.
は枯れてしまっていますからね。
It could be a possibility where the nutrients
何
are
にせ
from
よ
trying.
道をたどってみる価値はありそうですね。
There is value of researching this
とはい
path.
人間が入れる道じゃあり
It
ま
doesn't
せ
seem
んが
like it's a path where a human can cross.
内から入れずとも 外から観
Even if
察
we
は
can't
でき
enter
ま
within
す。
it, we can observe it from the
ここ
outside.
がアルマの大樹の真下と分かっていますし、
Once we realized, since we
一度
realized
この
that it's
空
directly
間を
under the
出
almond
て
tree,
ハルフェンで実地調査をすればよろしいのではないでし
wouldn't
ょう
it be
か。
great if we just researched the land
こ
itself?
こでこれ以上できることはないんだね。
There's nothing else
じ
we
ゃ
could
あ
do in
一
this
旦出よう
district,
か。
so let's just head out first. Ara.
戻ってこれた
The worst case scenario, we're back.
地震の震源を探す
We're
は
trying to
ず
search for the source
が
of
思わぬ
earthquake,
ものに
but
ぶち当たったな。
we ended up with something unexpected. Yeah.
本来の目的は震源調査です。
My original purpose here
私の
was
予想
the
として
source,
は
but my prediction is,
と言ったそばから
as I was about to say that. Take cover under Gugun.
ちょっとこれやばくない？
It's really
大
bad.
きいぞ、みんな伏せ
Very
ろ。
large. Everyone take down.
ゴゴンが
Gugunga.
天井を支えてください。
Support the roof. Oh!
ひとまず収まったか。
Let's sort of calm down.
揺れの長さ、規
The
模、
length of the earthquake
活動が
scale.
本格化しつつ
It
あり
seems
ま
like it's
す。
starting to become serious.
まずいですね。
That's really bad.
とりあえず鉱山出た方がよ
Maybe
く
we
ない？
should head out of the
生き埋め
mines.
はやだよ。
I don't want to be buried alive.
こんなこともあろうかと
I knew that
事前
would
に補強
happen,
工事をして
so
おいてよかった
I'm
です
glad
ね。
that I've made some reinforcements.
俺たち
for
が
that.
ワルターさんと出会った時にやっていた工事ですね。
The work you were doing
予
when
期
we
してい
first
たん
met,
です
right?
か？
Was it as you predicted?
いいえ、
No.
念のためにしていただけで
I
す。
did it just in case.
常に最悪の事態
I
を
always
想定
assumed
す
the
る
worst
たち
case
でし
scenario.
て。戻りましょ
Let's return back to the topic.
う。ゴゴンが
Ogonga,
先行して安全を
go
確
up
保し
ahead
てく
and
ださい。
confirm our safety.
なんか
Is it
暑く
hot
ない
here?？
それに
Yes,
臭いし
It
なん
also
か
started
ゴ
go
ボ
go
ゴ
go
ボ
sound.
って音がする。
Then that's lava.
ああ、
Magma then.
理由はあれだ
And
な。
that's the reason. Magma. Or hot spring. Yeah, magma. There you go, much better.
うわ、溶岩？
What?
マジ？
Yoga.
マジです。
Chicken じゃない。
やは
Serious?
り
Yeah,
そうで
yeah,
したか。
serious.
地震の震源ははっきりしました。
You've look at it. I've not
これは
understood the source of the earthquake.
大丈夫なんですか？
Is it really be fine?
ひとまずは
For the time being,
今の地震で吹き出てきた分はとりあえず
It's
安定してい
currently
るようです。
stabilized with what it's spouted out during the
でも
earthquake.
また大きな地震があったら
If there's a
こ
great
こだけじゃなく
earthquake,
てハルフェンもやばくない？
how if I'm in
そう
trouble?
ですね。
Indeed.
仮にこの鉱山から溶
Assuming
岩
that
が流
the
れ出た場
lava
合、
flows out from this
近くの
mine
標高が低い開けた場へ
and it flows down to a lower
ハルフェンは
altitude,
溶岩に飲み込まれる。
how far would be drenched in lava? Yeah, that would be bad. Wow, we're actually talking about an actual system here. Okay. Dang. Okay. Dang, how fine, even though they're recovering from that disaster decades ago, but now they're dealing with the actual geographical issue now. The geological issue. Anyway, so yeah, you can challenge this one. You can assess the challenge as well. Synthesize these stuff as well. And you know what? Screw it. I'll do another temple because why not? So yeah, maybe my third king should be red white then. I'm gonna need to get used to some of the controls again. Now music lasts 140 minutes. Pre-roll ads, yeah. What's the point of the performing if with the flower songs that soon? Oh well. Turns out it's like three at a time, right? So I guess there's that. Yeah, nothing. I'm not gonna get much from this. Oh, hello. Well, guess that's not happening then. I guess I can go and check if there are any banners I can play here. Oh yeah, we got this one. I'll pull here again. I swear if my luck ends up here instead. Bro. It just bonked me. Why you bonked me with that and you end up still giving me you still end up giving me oh my Chitose is one here. I was gonna say Chisato. Chitose. But yeah, Gin made it. Ginko-chan? No, Gin. Okay, to be fair, Tsutsuri does call Ginko Gin, right? So still. Yeah, I think I used up all the tickets that were given for these ones. Yeah, pulled that last time, so yeah, no worries there. Guess we'll check the recipes here. We're supposed to synthesize like 50 of the recipes, I guess, each recipe. So I think these are like just the weapons or items. 1 damage to the enemy with the highest max HP. Okay. And then also restore the what's it? Ally who lost the most HP by 15% HP. Okay. So damage and recovery. Yeah. Deal bolt damage to the opponent with the highest max HP. Okay. I guess those are some items, but I'm not really hearing too much about the effects for. Oh well. I guess that's the start of the thing there. I could do more technically, but third game. I don't think sure. Third game, or do I do Resleriana's like the date events or stuff? Because I do have like a lot of those like hangouts, right? But then there's also the flower music one, right? So something that's low key enough, I guess. Or maybe I could just end it here, like make a short stream. That is also possible technically, because I still haven't like put up the Resleriana stories actually. I have before. Maybe I should cut myself some slack for this and just end it here. Because Genshin, I streamed it twice already, 14 hours worth of it. Almost 15 hours, I guess, if you want to round it. I got the gift sheets, the Kanashi's ship end up winning for that one. Let's see here. I guess I'll double check again. For me, I just divide by 20 right, for the price. That's right, I haven't bought anything yet. Divide by 20. 316 Hong Kong, I guess. So probably I guess 330 if I include service charge. So 650, I guess roughly. When is it starting? The flower music? When is it starting? Start time 1700 GST. Oh, right, that's day 1. And day 2. 1600 GST. But I'll be out pretty soon for that one. I did say day 2. I probably would prefer day 2, but when you put it this way, I guess it's kind of a bit. Yeah, by sneak. Dandelion. Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley. The way that they translate these ones. Japanese Morning Glory, Cactus, Hibiscus. I think I actually haven't really paid attention to the... What is it? To the flower songs though. Yeah, of course you're going for Ayumu, but then again, remember, mine is Shizukasa, and yet they're separated in 2 different days here. Because they're kind of splitting my attention. Wow. They're really like, what is it? The pairings end up really min-maxing it, wouldn't they? Because look at this, because, right, you don't have like a full combination of like each unit per se, right? Azuna split up 2 days because obviously Shizuku and Setsuna got split up into day 2, Ayumu day 1. Quartz, what's it? Quartz, you got Kanata on day 2, and yet like the rest of Quartz pretty much is on day 1. Right, and then Revert, you got Shioko on day 1, the rest of them on day 2. And then Diver Diva, which is the pairing here, you got them split up 1 a day. So, yeah, I mean, regardless of how the results came, actually, the way that they end up splitting this one is making so that, oh, you might have a chance to hear unit songs regardless, but, yeah, there is that. Honestly, I would probably just be fine with the archive version, I guess, because there's quite a lot of things I want to catch up with, what is it? There's quite a lot of things I need to catch up with Hasu also. There's a lot of Mirror Power Radio stuff and with meets that I haven't got the time to watch yet because I got so busy with Genshin. So I wanna use that time to watch. So maybe today I would give myself a bit more time, I guess. Okay. Maybe they might add the monthly songs into the set list, so that's why I split the cast instead of the full cast. Yeah, probably. But then it's like it's not like the third life tour over in Hasu, where it's like each unit was like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours or so, kind of thing. Probably would still be like 3 hours, I guess, per day. You got the songs there, you got some intermissions. Probably 3 to 4 hours, I guess, for the live duration. But yeah. I guess I'll wait until I hear the set list for day 1. Right, I hear the set list for day 1, and I'm probably gonna get the archive instead. I don't mind losing the experience, I guess. I think recently I've just really just gone all in on Hasu that I'm starting to fade from Niji, but I still want to be with Niji still, but with all the gaps in between, it's kind of hard to, let's say, bring my attention back into it. Yes. Anyways, this part I need to collect it. This top row. Where's this? Yeah, we got pieces. I got pieces for Rias, but I can't. But my RNG didn't give you Rias. Is what it is, I guess, maybe. No, Kaze ga hakobu. Pretty much just how I cut it on the actual thing then. Maybe I'll do the Roman turn actually. Maybe I will end stream. Yeah. Yeah, probably want to. I should rest it a little bit when done. This one here should be wind attribute, air attribute. I'll do that. Don't. Oh, it is air attribute, okay. So I could just send this team out. I need to turn off auto though.
生誕祭を邪魔するやつ、歯ごたえがありそうだね。歯ごたえがありそうだね。確実に。
I'll go for this approach.
情けない姿は見せられませんから。私のラッパをご覧あれ。 順調慎重に平常心で確実に心していくよ。心を込めていくよ。それ助かったわ。いいじゃないこれ。みんな気合い入れていくわよ。助かった羽が生えたみたい。情けない姿は見せられませんから全力で
I suppose, yeah, because with Niji's kisses, it's probably much more freer, wouldn't it? Because
しっかりサポートするから
the
ね。
cast might have different days to work with, so it's they can't gather all 12 that
私も負け
easily.
ていられません。
So that's why you end up with what would happen here, I guess. No!
こ
Shut up!
ういう素晴らしい状態です。
Shut up!
いい
Shut up!
巨大ゴマせい
Let it rip!
さすがだね。
Right, let's go with that. This would hurt. This would hurt a lot.
可愛く倒してやる。いつもより体が軽い。私が
Oh,
出
right,
る。
this is like a
私のラ
single
ッパを
target.
ご
I
覧
guess
あ
we can
れ。
look at that.
順調。
No.
いけそうだよ。
No bursts. How dare you?
みんなのために頑張ります。それ
I don't think I have a denied string here. That's been
いいじゃないこれ。効果的な戦略をいつでもいけるわ。
Hold on. I have a very hard rig to apply stun. I guess we'll apply stun then. Yeah, sure, do that.
全力でいくわ。
Let's use all the burst
天
then.
才の恵みよ。助かった。これを使ってありがとう。今が使い時。ありがと
Oh no, there's no stun!
う。思いっきりいっちゃうわよ。
But then again, you do like this
負けられない
buff effect, wouldn't you? Just your stat.
天才の本気見せてあげる。もう逃げられないんだから。いっけー。準備整ったよ。
You see that?
行くよ。ここは
There's
奥
a
まで
mechanical support there for Claudia.
一気に決めるよ。
Yeah, probably I'll just, yeah, I probably just end stream then. I mean, when consider the length of what I did, like, on earlier this week, yeah, probably I should chill a little bit.
雅に
Just in case later on tonight, if they wanna have me do multiplayer
楽しんでい
again.
こう。
Yeah,
そこ
imagine. That'd be very yabai, right? Ooh!
未来は明るいです。
Future is bright, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Stun. I know,
今ならとって
absolutely
おきを見
stunning.
せられそう。いつでも行ける。みんなに私からの贈り物だよ。よっと。
Honestly, I love this angle, don't
悪
they?
い子に
This
は
angle.
こうだ。
Yeah. It's like a nice drift kind of thing, right?
あったかい。
Ever since Akira came out, like decades ago, it's like, yeah, this has become so iconic for like an angle.
ここが私の晴れ舞台。
But
負けるわけ
I
にはいかない。
probably wanna go check that one out later. I guess.
全力出しち
Let's
ゃ
go
おう。
with that.
私からのお祝いだよ。みんな召し上が
I
れ。
forgot the thing later, I guess.
いいじゃないこれ。
User's burst skill animation didn't
情
change
けない
first now
姿
after
は
she's
見せ
active.
られま
No,
せんから。
unfortunately, no. No, it
これが
doesn't do
天才の
that.
戦い方よ。
It's like Genshin, right? You got a new skin for Traveler, and yet that is not reflected in basically any other cutscene. So. Yeah, there is
す
that.
ごく動きやすい。行くよ。ここは奥の手使っちゃおう。一気に決めるよ。
This Claudia is gonna love it. I thought Claudia is gonna do more damage, but then again, it's like maybe she needs.
準備できてるからね。
Okay.
素晴らしい状態です。戦略を立てましょう。効果的な
Claudia
戦
having
略
that.
を負けられない。
Ah, fine.
この試練乗り越えてみせる。体勢を立て直します。ありがとう。それありがとう。今直すから。助かりました。
Fine, just go ahead and finish that, I guess.
負けられない。よし
We'll add more than mates.
そこおっとっとこっちもいけ
30.
未来は明るいです。
That's right. The future is bright.
今ならとっておきを見せられそう。すっごく
Actually, I'll
動
take
きやすい。気を作るよ。いくよ。ここが私の晴れ舞台。
Totally going for total get the other thing.
全力出しちゃおう。私からのお祝いだよ。みんな召し上がれ。
What the? Well, that barely did anything.
いいじゃないこれ。
It'll do.
ほっとけないでしょ。助かったよ。
I think there's a 2 minute
とってお
burst
きを見せられ
skills
そう。
for her, but that's fine.
みんなに私からの贈り物だよ。よっと。悪い子にはこうだ。レスナちゃん。あったかい。
Yeah, yeah, probably it would be nice if
Resleri-chan-の 特別だよ。
like one got
気ができた
updated.
よ。
Not too flexible with that approach, I guess.
羽が生えたみたい。しっかりサポートするからね。そうね。いつでも行けるわ。
Yeah.
素晴らしい状態です。よーし。
Ever since the movie, I guess there's quite a lot of kind of cheesy stuff.
こっちも。
I need my cheese and costume. Yeah, oh well.
未来は明るいです。
And hopes that I'll see more of it.
体が重い。みんなのために頑張ります。
Anyway, so yeah, probably I would just end the stream.
今ならとっておきを見せられそう。
What is it?
ラッパの準備できてるよ。
Did I put it here? I guess I could put it here.
全力でいくわ。
I'd be here, though, wouldn't I?
歯ごたえがありそうだね。隙はいくよ。準備できてるからね。思いっきりいっちゃうわよ。天才の本気見せてあげる。もう逃げられないんだから。
So I have no idea why my stapled gacha blew up.
いつでもどうぞ。
I can't do that many gachas, okay? I'm saving up for an anniversary.
力が。
Man. I guess I could just chronicle that one then. I guess I can chronicle the one I did in Genshin.
ここは奥の手使っちゃおう。
Word.
一気に決めるよ。
Aim and fire. Technology.
よし。準備できてるからね。
Wow.
みやびに。
Wait for you to just spam everything but the spam the burst on your
よ
own time.
ーし。楽しんでいこう。そこ。おっとっと。こっちも。
You know, when you have like those impact sounds on like the stream elements or like Twitch notification sounds, you actually gotta get me on edge.
みん
Here.
なの力を
I
貸
was
して。
like, wait, what? So someone's doing something to the
今
notification.
ならとっておきを見せられ
Yeah.
そう。
Yeah. Oi.
みんなに
What
私
do you
から
mean
の
you can't
贈り
take
物
it
だよ。
down? Come on,
よっと。
break.
悪い子にはこうだ。レスナちゃん。あったか
I don't
い。
think she
レ
managed
スナちゃ
to
んには特別だよ。
convert it.
いつでもどうぞ。
Yeah, got that.
ここが私の晴れ舞台。
Yeah, it's as long as Rorona's like still keeping the shields, I should be fine. Barry.
召し上がれ。
I'm not sure if I wanna continue like the series I've
有
been
利な戦
doing
略を考えな
on
きゃ。思いっきりいっちゃうわよ。
that I've left on
いつでも
the
いけるわ。
what do you call it?
天才の本気見せてあげる。
During the
Oh,
hiatus.
you
Hope I do continue that like this.
いっ
I did 3 series: Creeper World, Half-Life, and
みんなの力を貸して。
what's the third series I've done?
全力で行くわ。
Half-Life, Creeper World, and Chronicles 3. Probably, yeah, I can
乗
continue
り越
that.
えてみせる。こういう時は
You know, just
今直すから。ありがとう。準備整ったよ。
so yeah.
行くよ。
Maybe I could do
Cocoa
that one
out
again.
使っちゃおう。
Because I would like to finish
一気に
Half-Life
決めるよ。
also. Can't just say like, oh, I play what 5 episodes. It's like, oh, it's 6 episodes, and then it's like, nope, not doing it again, kind of thing, right? Kind of feels weird if I just stopped there, without even ending the
素晴
game.
らしい状態です。
Okay.
よーし、楽しんでいこう。そこ。おっとっと、こっちも。
Not that much damage.
未来は明るいです。今ならとっておきを見せられそう。
100 million.
みんなに私からの贈り物だよ。
Still, that's amateur numbers if you're to the real. Oh, well. 100 million.
あったかい。
Just so you know, the target to get all the rewards is 3 million.
気ができたよ。
And here I am just dishing out 100 million. Wow. Dang. Special Cup really is special, huh? Dang. Okay, so, yeah, the Boom Boom G kind of thing is gonna be out, what is it? Gonna be out in like 15, 16 minutes or so, yeah. That's what I've been watching Peace. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, or probably, like I said, I'm probably just gonna wait for the set list, and I might want to buy the archive. I'll consider that. But yeah, with that said, that'll be a wrap for me then. I should lay it low today. I need to refamiliarize myself. Next week I'm gonna, I guess I'll just put like a pool of games here instead. So maybe 2 times, I guess. Resleri, Red Whites, and what is it? I can't give any certain days, but weekday, I guess. Weekday we'll have that. Weekday Resleri, Red White, and then a Friday, which is gonna be Seikano 2.5. That'll be Koga Sensei. So yeah, definitely would like to try doing that one there. And then yeah, next Saturday would be 3 games. Yeah, next Saturday would be Genshin's too soon. Linkura, Resleri, and Genshin. Genshin also for the Solene Chronicles and World Quest. So yeah, wow, all that damage and I'm still 8,000. Yeah, power creep is crazy here. Oh man, 1,600. Well, I don't know why I thought there would be more. Never mind then. That should be a special. Oh no, I have this one though. Yeah. So probably those 3 streams then next week. So probably need that time there. Also storage as well. I need to sort that out properly because I'm still mixed up with all the stuff I've taken on the holiday hiatus. Yeah, I ended up taking so much more photos than videos that it's taking a while for me to sort through it, and I'm not sure if I end up with a video or straight up just a slideshow. I'm making it sound like I'm doing like a PowerPoint report with all the photos I've taken instead of video B-rolls. But honestly, could you blame me? My SD card broke down. My SD card broke down from my phone. I have to rely on the internal. And it's like, yeah, I lost like a few days of like mass photos. I only have like what? I only have like a dozen photos to go with, I guess. A dozen photos or so to go with. A dozen or 2 photos to go with for the first few days. Right? So it's like, yeah, that's quite a pain. Yeah. Note to self: if I want to do an actual travel vlog, I'm gonna need like some dedicated resource tool for it rather than like my phone. It's nice that I could still do it with my phone, but it's like it's kind of like I get it, I know, but what is it? For example, the takeoff or landings, those are like 10-20 minutes. Those like that alone will be like about 60 gigabytes at least for each video. So it's like yeah. Again, SD cards is a problem here, right? I would have been fine. I would have been much more better planned out if I didn't have to worry about the SD cards screwing up. So yeah, yeah. I'm already thinking of countermeasures so that next time, even if certain things screw up, it shouldn't happen. And I feel like some of the angles I've taken on my reels are pretty awkward, especially ones where there are a lot of people facing. Where it's like, for example, going on a plane or something like that. You know, I can't just randomly dox my relations and stuff. You know, so I'm gonna need to. That's why not traveling solo is also a bit of a pain too, because there's a lot of privacy things to worry about. So yeah, it's like, imagine me walking in a lounge, right, just trying to like, I don't know how I'm gonna take the B-roll without sounding awkward. That take a while to invest because the components due to RAM are getting expensive. Well, that makes it even worse, doesn't it? Right? Because again, it's like that's good for the reason that I can access it as long as I can have a connection to it, right? So it's like, as I can access it and just import it everywhere, port it there, no problem. That's an issue on its own, but yeah. Hopefully I can get some countermeasures that already. But yeah, with that said, around 10 minutes left to the boom B kind of thing for the Nichi side of things. So day one, enjoy that, and yeah, I should probably rest my throat for running it for 17 hours plus this week. Let's get there. Anyways, yeah, that'll be it for me today, and yeah, did I say my outro? I think I did. So I'm gonna just edit here. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for playing out. Bye. Yeah, I'll try to work on the details on my own somehow. Yeah. なんだかなるかもしれない。ないかもしれない。Also, if there's like a multiplayer session later tonight, I'll try to consider it, I guess. Yeah, it should be fine, I guess. Again, like I said, I'll probably just end up getting the archive for the Flower Music Live instead.